all the good stuff. Happy Thursday. I guess today's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How y'all doing? Hey, Paulina, how you doing? Paulina, you be still watching my videos, huh? I see you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Um, so I figured I'll come live today. I was live yesterday, but I got cut off early, so coming back live today. I can't be coming live all the time, man. I know I do the daddy thing. You doing good? Good. It's good to know. I know I do the daddy thing, especially when the kids come home from school. I'm the daddy, so I can't be coming live all the time because, you know, thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing week, right? Hey, stay true. How are you doing? I hope you guys are having an amazing day, man. I know there's a lot going on. Hey, Pinky. I know there's a lot going on out there. And so it's one of the hardest things to do is to focus, stay in focus. Thank you, Alessi. Thank you so much. One of the hardest things to do now is stay in focus. But we have to stay focused, right? Because we gotta stay focused. We ain't got no other options. We ain't got no other choice. Hey T, what's going on? We ain't got no other choice. Yeah, Jackie, go ahead and ask the question. We ain't got no choice than staying focused, man. So I know it's gonna be rough. I know it looks rough. It feels rough. Everything looks like it's changing. Everything looks like it's shaking up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Everything looks like it's going to hell, but it's not. It's not. You gotta stay focused. I my caption for this video was choosing your reality, and I think this is the hardest part for us to actually. It is the hardest thing for us to choose our reality. One love. How does my age gotta do with this video? What does my age gotta do with this video? What difference it makes how old I am? I'm just curious. What difference does it make how old I am? I just want to know, right? Because you're asking, but you can get no pictures up. So I'm just curious to know why does it matter to you. But anyways, man, listen. Seriously, one of the hardest things that we can do is choosing our realities. Which realities that we're gonna live in, right? Is it gonna be heaven or hell? Is it gonna be marriage or single? Is it gonna be poverty or wealth? Is it gonna be good or bad, rich or poor? Is it gonna be sickness or in health, right? We got to choose our reality. Hey Tasha, we gotta choose our reality, and many of us we don't even realize which one we are choosing, right? Um, we don't even realize which one we are choosing. Don't worry about how old I am. I'm old enough to be on here. Don't worry. I'm old enough to be have gray hair. I'm grown. But yeah, man, we gotta choose our reality properly. But here's the thing, right? When we choose our reality, it means that we have to turn our back to the other one. Alita, when did we meet? Alita, was it in Publix? Was it in public the other day? Is it you? Hey, Jamisha. No. So when did we meet? Alita. Was it me you met? You sure it's me that you met? I don't really meet that other people. So I don't know. I don't know if it's me. Um, because I can't see your face in this video. Hi, P Vi. Oh, on here. Okay, 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 okay. I got you. Capricorn. My man is Pisces. Is ignoring me and not putting effort in long distance relationship. That ain't got shit to do with your signs. Listen, you Capricorn, he Pisces. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. He being Capricorn, you being Pisces, he being Scorpio, he being a Leo, he being a Taurus. They ain't got shit to do with your sign. If somebody likes you, they like you. If somebody don't like you, they just don't like you. Seriously. If somebody don't like you, they just don't like you. If somebody likes you, they likes you. Whatever your sign is irrelevant. Let's remove the signs because that stuff right there, it gets people caught up into an idea of how you can't you can't use a sign to assume this is how somebody's going to be, right? The people have a choice. They have options no matter what sign you are, right? No matter what sign you are, no matter what, no matter, hey Tony, um no matter what zodiac sign you are, you have a choice. Is it you're going to be raggedy or not? Is it going to be a liar or a cheater? Is it going to be the storyteller? Is it you're going to be cheap or broke? It doesn't matter what design. If somebody don't like you, they don't like you. Listen, if somebody don't like you, before I go into my conversation, let me say this right here. The only difference is the only thing that makes relationship hard is if somebody likes you or not. That's what makes it hard. If somebody don't like you, nobody give a damn what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. If somebody don't like you, what you do is irrelevant. Good morning, Makita. If somebody doesn't like you, right? What's up, JBK? How we doing? If somebody don't like you, if somebody does not like you, it doesn't matter what you do. It's never gonna be enough. It's never gonna be right. They're gonna always find faults with it. They're gonna always not appreciate it. Because have you ever done all the good things and just never been appreciated? Have you ever seen that before? You doing all the good things, but you're not appreciated at all. Yeah, that person don't like you. Why do they say they love us? Because some people can love you with their emotions. They can't love you with their actions. They can't love you with consistency. They can't love you with pass through without judgment. They can't love you like that. Some people can only love you as far as they love themselves. Right? Some people could only love you as far as they have come to love themselves, and that's it. But they can love the hell out of you with their emotions. I miss you. You ever met somebody who miss you all the time, but when you come with them or when you wrong them, they ignore you. They're on their phone texting. They doing all that nonsense. You don't want to leave, but it's killing me, right? Because you want to let it affect you. If you don't want to let it affect you, that's on you. But in all life, we all have a choice. Is that you're gonna stay in the shit or get out the shit. But if you stay in the shit, you're gonna be shitty, right? If you're gonna stay in the shit, you're gonna be shitty. If you get out the shit, then you Sako, listen, let me be very blunt with you. If you deserve better, you will go and get better. We'll walk away. If you deserve better, you go get better. If you don't deserve better in your subconscious, you will stay. Because in your conscious mind, I deserve better. In your unconscious mind or subconscious mind, there is shit happening in your programming that tells you don't leave. You deserve exactly what you are getting. You deserve to be breadcrumb. You deserve to feel ashamed. You deserve to be treated bad. Remember, we have two different minds. We have two different realities. There is your conscious mind that tells you I deserve better because the things that you are experiencing is terrible. But in your subconscious mind, there is a program that's running that you saw how your mother was treated, you saw how your auntie was treated, you saw how your father did you saw how he left, and you have this belief system about how women are supposed to be treated, and so your subconscious mind says, I don't deserve better. I deserve exactly what I'm getting. As a matter of fact, let me go look for it. Your subconscious mind says, let me go look for it because that is the program. And so, yes, even though your conscious mind says, I deserve better, your subconscious mind says, I get exactly what I have and I can't leave. So please be careful. You know what you believe when you see it in front of your face. If you have a man or woman who treats you like trash and abuse you and disrespect you, that shit ain't love. It's not love from either side. It ain't love from either side. Because what you experience is a high and a low. When he is good, you feel good. When he is bad, you feel terrible. It's a high and a low it's an addiction. Many of us don't love, we are addicted to. Seriously. Hey Michelle, how you doing? Empress, how you doing? See, and thank you. Many of us, hey Miss Tiffany, many of us don't love. Many of us have addictions. And we think it's love because we can't leave. Seriously, we can't leave because it controls our emotions. It's like a drug. Hey Gina, good morning. It's like a drug. Every time you decide to stop smoking a cigarette or drinking coffee, the feelings come, the headaches come, and so you have to go back. It's an addiction. It's not love, because there's no way there that's love. There's no Listen. Love is what? Kind. There's no kindness there. Seriously, love is kind. There is no kindness there. Love is patience. Patience is gone. Right? Love holds no records of wrong. That's not there. Love does not puff itself up. That's not there. Hey, Shay Touche, right? Love is pure. Love is that's not there. So therefore, it is not love. It is addiction. There's a very thin line. There's a very thin line. Good morning. Good morning. And so you got to be careful when you say I love them. Sometimes that person has the power to control your emotions and control your feelings, and you call it love because they have the power to control again. They have the power to control you. It's like food. It's like food. Sometimes food is your drug. You don't love food. It's just you're addicted to it. You have no control. You have lost your self control. It's not because you love it, because you realize when you love something, one of the things that you have to do is leave it alone. See, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. When you love something, one of the biggest things of loving something is leaving it alone, leaving it the hell alone. We don't talk about that because we don't know that side of love. We only know that side of attachment. When you love something, most of the times you leave it the hell alone because if you mess with it, you break it. My X's are not open and I run. If you know every time I mess with it, I break it, I bring pain, I hurt it, I leave it alone. It's like taking the sun from the sky. You're gonna mess it up. You're gonna mess up the entire world. So you leave the sun right there. You love the sun. You love the sunset, but you leave the sun right the hell where it is. Because if you mess with it, you're gonna f up the entire world. Because there's only one. I want you to understand. If you pick the rose off the tree, off the plant, if you pick the rose, you kill the rose because the rose will die. Do you understand it? If you love the rose, you leave it alone. You leave it and allow it to blossom at its full potential. But when you mess with the rose, hey Matilda, when you pick the rose because you want to show it off or because it's pretty, you f it up. Sometimes what you love, you leave them the hell alone. And when you know what you love destroys you, you leave it alone. Because that's what love is. If you love something, you allow it to be completely as it is. You don't have to bother it. If you love something, you allow it to be exactly what it is. You even want to change it. And I want us to understand this because I don't think we understand this. So what we are experiencing oftentimes is not love. It's attachment, it's addiction, it's a drug. Does that make sense to you all? Let people do what exactly. And so when you have these questions, if my man ain't calling me, if my man ain't texting me, if he's not reaching out, we know the truth. It's not real. It's not real. How difficult is it to love? Why does it have to be complicated? It's not complicated. It's just that we are trying to love the ones who don't love us. And because we are used to it being difficult, so we go towards the difficult part. There's a law that's called the law of least effort. The law, the path of least resistance. Nobody wants to do that because the path of least resistance would make you feel like it's boring. It's too easy. And so oftentimes we as human beings like to complicate things. The law of least effort. It means everything in nature. I do one-on-one coaching. Yes, yes, I sure do. Check my website out. My website is in my bio, and you can book an appointment. Hey, Georgia, how are you doing? Thank you, Psycho. Thank you. The law of least resistance says everything in nature just grows. It just is. It's not forced. It said the sun don't try to shine. It just does. Right? The weeds and the plants and the grass and the trees don't try to grow. They just grow. The water moves because it moves. Right? Everything happens just freely. Everything happens effortlessly. And so when it comes to relationship, right? Hey Sherry, when it comes to relationship, we force it. Because the truth is our nervous system is so effed up, right? Our nervous system is so jacked up that if it doesn't seem resistant, if it's not giving resistant, we get bored. And so we say, you gotta stimulate my mind, you gotta make me feel, you gotta make me think. Because what comes to you naturally is not what you want. Jamisha, good morning. Good morning. Um, when you go to my website, You can book a session on my website. And that's how. Oh, you can send me a DM in here. Send me a DM in here, and we'll talk from there. So send me a DM after this live. Hey, Laurie, how we doing? Happy Thursday from the UK. But it's not that it's complicated. It's just that we think everything is complicated. We think everything is complicated. We think everything is difficult. You know what I mean? Because why? Because everybody think it's more to it. There's nothing to it really. Let me tell you this right here. If you can accept what is, if you can accept what is without your feelings getting involved and your emotions and your judgment and your self-image and your self this and your triggers and all them stuff, you can love purely. Who they are, let them be. We can only change self. Indeed, facts. But if you're gonna realize something is that a lot of people love you naturally. Stop telling men what I'm looking for. Just watch. Yeah, that's it. A lot of people will actually love you naturally. The ones who love you naturally without. But here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. Here's the issue. Hey, prayer, BB, how we doing? Here's the problem that we have, right? Thank you. Hi, I'm Tiffany. Here's the issue that we have. Here's the issue that most of us have. We want love. We ask God for love. We pray for love, right? True or false? We want to be loved. We want to be loved. We want the person. We want. We want to be loved. Hey, but here's the problem. We want to also select where it comes from. We want to choose who it comes from. So even though we get what we're asking for, hey Rashida, even though we get love, but we want to also select from which source it comes from. That's the issue. Because the thing is, love doesn't matter where love comes from. If it's genuine, if it's real, if it's high frequency, if it's flowing, why do you care so much where it come from? Because your ego is involved. Because your ego is in the front of it. That's why. That's why you are so worried about where it come from. And so the people who love you naturally, you don't want them. Because why? You don't have to do anything. Because your self worth is so consumed with who you think you are by your actions, by your behavior. What's up, young thing? Right? By your triggers and by your past and by your experiences. And so now you can't take who love you. You have to fight to be loved. And when somebody love you by doing all the things and doing it right and doing this the right way and having sex the right way and giving it mouth to mouth the right way and mouth to penis the right way and mouth to vagina the right way and body to body the right way, and when you're doing all the cooking and the cleaning and the providing and now when somebody love you, you feel like I deserve it. Yeah. Maybe we don't fancy them. That's the problem. What do you think about someone who cheated 10 years ago and was in an affair for 2 years and has now confessed and is now showing remorse? That depends on the connection that you guys have. I mean, oh, why is TikTok blocking me, man? What did I say? Did I say anything crazy? Did I say anything crazy, man? I don't think I did. Did I say anything crazy? Boy, they be restricting me like crazy. Yeah? TikTok be restricting me. Hey, Kia. I ain't said nothing crazy. TikTok be restrict. How do I get restricted? Accepting what is, I'm learning to do. Yeah, and it's working. You have to accept what is. That's the key. Maybe the sex stuff, probably. But I don't really care anyways. It's all right. Oh, it was the mouth thing. We have to learn, man. Sometimes we don't get to say. As we call this word, when I manifest in the mornings, and at night, I don't look and see where we're coming from. I just see what is coming, and I take it from where it's coming from. I think when we manifest love, and as we manifest love and relationship. Okay, 21 and over. Okay, got you. When we manifest love and relationship, we don't, as we manifest then, as we bring in something to us. Let's talk about this for a second. Okay, let's talk about this. When you ask for something, something gotta go. Something gotta go. Oftentimes, something gotta go. When you ask for something, oftentimes something got to go. The problem is we are asking for something. Indeed, Gina. Oftentimes we ask for something, we ask for love, but we're keeping the man or woman around that love doesn't come from. Love don't come from there, but we want to keep them around because it's familiar. It feels good. It feels familiar. And so therefore, what happens is that those people, it's not going to bring you love. It's not from the. It's not coming from that source. And so nobody wants to release. If you trust the God that you say that you trust, if God is your head and God is this, as you all keep saying, if God is this and God is that, and God provide all my needs, and God, you all use God so much, but you all don't really trust the process. You don't trust. You have to let go. Sometimes you have to accept that person that you are with, that situation is just, love don't come from there. Love just don't come from there, and it's okay. Love just ain't there. Yeah, it hurts, right? God's favorite, it hurts, but we have to accept love. Don't. But instead of accepting it, you took it personal. You took it as a hit on you take it from a hit on your self esteem. You take it as a hit on who you think you are. You took it as a hit on your triggers. You took it from a hit on. Instead of accepting the truth, you take a hit. Maybe I don't deserve it. And the thing about love is that sometimes you have to remove your ego to actually recognize it. But your ego is so in front of you because you want love to come, but he has to be 6 foot, or she has to have a big old booty. He has to have six figures, or she has to be this. He has to be that, and she has to be this. He has to be that. How do you get to do that? Where in this life do you think that comes from? How does that story fit? What sense does it make? You see, people teaching you how to manifest, but they're teaching you how to put your ego. It's ego fest that you are doing. It's ego festing. You are literally ego festing. Oh, you caught alive? Oh, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, thank you, Sherry. We ego festing. We're not manifesting. Because what is manifest? I mean, do we ever talk about what manifesting really is? And I can't stand that terminology, but manifesting is not what we say it is. Everybody's afraid. You are too afraid to fail. You are too afraid to not have what you want. You are too afraid. Right? Hey, net? Right? You are too afraid to not. What if I don't get it? What if I can't get it? Let me not do it because I'm gonna be disappointed. And so you have all this resistance in you, and that's why you can't have what you want. You can only have what you don't want. That's it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Chesney, how you doing? We live in this life, but I'm telling you, if you want to bring something in, you have to let go of that thing that's in that space. Some of you don't understand. Sometimes it's love that brings the person. The person don't bring love. I'm telling you. You hear me? Is it best to block your ex number? That's up to you. Remember, these questions have no answers. Is it best to block your ex number? That depends on you. Are you tempted to text? Are you tempted to call? Are you tempted to keep crossing the line and embarrassing yourself and feeling shitty after and feeling angry after? And every time you speak to him or her, you feel annoyed and you feel confused and you feel upset. If that's the case, block his number. This is not, see, these questions are not one for all, right? These questions are not the same for everybody. So you have to understand. Teach, how you doing? You have to understand. Is it right to block somebody's number? It's up to you. There's no right or wrong answer. If that person upsets your soul because you're not finished yet, hey Carolina, because you're still in that mindset, you're still triggered, you're still angry, you are still jealous, you are still annoyed, you are still hurt, block them. Hey Grace, block them jokers. I would. But if what they're doing bothering you and you don't mind and you don't this, and don't block them. What if you love more than the other person? There's no such thing as love more. Is it that somebody love or they don't love? Yeah, somebody love you more, they don't love you more. There's no such thing about love you more, love you less. Love is love. I mean, we have this idea that what if they love me more? Nobody loves you more. Do you love your kids more? I know you have like 5 kids, 3 kids. I have 3. Which one do I love more? Hey Kay, which one do I love more? I don't love neither more. I would do the same for all of them. I love them differently with my love, because I got one love. I just spread it around, right? Thank you. And so, can I love? Right, you have two. Can you love one more? No, you just love them or you don't. That, that's really that is the reality. And so, if I'm with my wife or with my girlfriend, hey Tamara, right? Do I love her more than she loves me? I don't ask those questions. Is it that she loves me or she don't love me? Is it that I love her or I don't love her? But if she doesn't love me, her actions, her behavior, the way how I connect with her, my connection will all change. My connection, my thoughts towards her, my behavior towards her, and my energy towards her will shift. If I love her, it's the same thing. Even the Bible says, when what type of love is this where a man will lay down his life for his friend. Love is love. It's instant. It's not thought about. It's not premeditated. It's just in the moment. You'll know. But there is no loving more than the other. There's no such. I can't love you more. I could just love you. But the more I grow, is the more my love switch on changes. Because remember, love is not just the same for everyone. Let's talk about this. Love is not the same for everyone. Based on where we are in life, love is embodied differently. It really is. Based on where you are in life, love is embodied and expressed differently. Right? A person with less stress, less fear, less insecurity will love you fully or more. It would seem like it's more because there is no blockages. It's not more, it's just they are loving you based on where they're at. And as they remove anger, as they remove resentment, as they remove their anxiety, as they remove this, as they remove that, their love is expressed differently. But love more? Is it that you love or you don't? It's about who has better boundaries. I mean, and I know we talk about boundaries and stuff. We talk about boundaries often because yes, boundaries is necessary. But after a while, you realize I'm not easily annoyed or hurt or angry because you did this and you did that. You're gonna do what you want to do. I just understand that I don't put too much feelings into it, too much emotions. But I'm telling you, man, it's up to you to recognize when you are loved because you have to love yourself. You have to have the love inside of you first. Now, I don't believe in loving yourself. I don't believe all that nonsense that well, not nonsense, all that theory. Love yourself. Love is two. Love is one. But loving yourself, you don't love yourself. We say, I love myself. You don't love yourself because yourself never changed. Yourself was always there. Is the awareness of yourself change? And that's what you think you love. Which self do you love? The one in the past, the one in the future, the one in the present? And so, since the awareness is growing and your progress and everything is changing, you think, I love myself now. Yourself never changed. Yourself was always yourself. The seed was always planted. It's the same seed. The apple tree is no different from the apple seed. Yeah, you gotta take care of you first. Definitely. I'm not religious, but I send you peace. Thank you so much. I appreciate. I receive it. Thank you. I receive that. I'm not religious either, but I received that. Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. That's a blessing. When somebody can send you peace, you know, when somebody can send you peace, man. I'm a very sensitive man, but not sensitive as you would think sensitive means. My spirit is very sensitive. When you send me peace, it's a beautiful thing to know that you have peace to send. That's a beautiful thing. And so, me knowing that you have peace to send, it makes me feel like, man, that's a beautiful thing. You have to send somebody peace. You have to have peace. And if you keep sending people peace, you will be aware that you are at peace. Thank you so much, Lucita. See, I mean, for real. When you send people peace, after a while it clicks. Wait, I am at peace because the only way to send is to have. And so, if you don't know that you have peace, keep sending out peace. You realize that you do have peace. If you don't know that you have love, send love out. You realize that you have love. It's just that we don't send love out. We send anger out. We send jealousy out. And that's what you realize and become aware of that you have. And to be honest, you have love too. Seriously, you have love. It's just that we don't send it out. And if you don't send it out, what it doesn't come back. And so when it doesn't come back, you don't become aware of it. Whatever you send out will come back, but it doesn't come back from who you send it to. And I think this is why we are so stressed. Hey, Miss Y, peace and love. Peace and love to you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Same to you. Yeah. Like for real. Hey, Monique. A great change in my life. I appreciate that. I'm blessed, blessed, blessed. You know, we have to understand. We have to take the first move. We have to send love. That's what comes back. Yeah, Matilda. That's what comes back. You have to send it off. Only when you send it off, you can recognize it because you're gonna see it in the others. But here's the problem when it comes to love. How many of us right now is with somebody that we don't like, or that doesn't love us? How many of us right now that is with somebody that doesn't love us, that we want to make love us, but doesn't love us as we want? Hey, Kels, how you doing? Anybody? How do you heal the body from chronic illness? That's a whole different life right there. That's a whole different life. That's a whole different life, man. That's something from a different life. That's gonna change my entire trajectory of this life. But I'll talk about this one day. This little situation. A lot of us are in that situation. Yeah. Tell me, what the Gina, what book club? What question did I just ask? Okay, I will. I will. I will. What question did I just ask? Do you all remember? For healing? Oh, for healing. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Indeed, indeed. The book club. Many of us have someone that we love but that don't love us. Right? Something's on my nose? Is it? I don't think so. Person we don't love. Oh, who don't love us. Right, right. Many people in relationship with people who doesn't love them back correctly. You know, sometimes we have to realize, man. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes you have to realize, you know, there are some things that is reality behind the scenes that we don't realize, okay? There's some realities behind the scenes that we don't realize. In this life, in this life, every single thing that we do on the outside is our reflection. And based on the level of fear that we have, based on the level of fear that we have, we don't change them. But everything from the outside comes from the inside. There is nothing that's on the outside that doesn't come from the inside, right? And sometimes when we have somebody, when a person is a, when a person is self-abusive, when you destroy yourself with your words, when a person destroy themselves with their thoughts, right? When a person destroy themselves with their self-belief and their triggers and their trauma, when you destroy yourself, instead of you destroying yourself, instead of you destroying yourself physically where everybody can see, you're gonna pick somebody to do it for you. You're gonna pick somebody that's gonna abuse you for you because you can't do it for yourself because you're gonna look crazy. Everybody will think that you're crazy. Everybody will look at you weird and funny. Thank you for the heart me. Everybody will look at you like you tripping. Because why are you punching yourself in your face? Why are you talking about yourself like that? Why do you think that about yourself? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you and so you want to avoid that. And so what you do unconsciously, you choose somebody who's going to do it for you. And we don't even realize this because if you don't have that on the inside, no one can do it to you on the outside because you don't stay around. Because it's too blessed is the man that walketh not in the what? Counsel of the ungodly. You don't be around that because it's two different vibration. Inside, as within, so without. As within, What I carry on the inside is what I show up on the outside. And so if I don't feel that about myself, if I don't do this to myself, if I don't disrespect myself and hate myself and abuse myself and have all this fear with myself, I cannot stand on the outside with somebody who do it to me. Because can two walk together unless they agree? We can't. It doesn't make sense. That means to walk together, we have to touch. Two have to touch and walk in agreement. We're not touching. We can't touch and agree on something and not agree and keep walking together. And so when we are in, and I get it, we have a bunch of excuses, and I get it. Hey, Marsha, I mean, I get it. We have a bunch of excuses. We have a bunch of excuses. I mean, we have a bunch of reasons why we doing what we're doing, and I get it. But you can have your reasons. We can have our reasons all day. But I'm telling you, I'm just saying this. This is not personal. I don't know who I'm talking to, so it's not personal. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're doing. So it's not personal. I'm just saying in general. No result. Yeah, right, right. So we have to be aware when we are with people who don't love us. You have to understand what you are dealing with on the inside, because the question is, Marshall, I thought you was out anyway, so that's why I didn't tell you. You gotta understand who you're dealing with. Who are you dealing with? But not the person on the outside. So you blaming that person on the outside. It's not them. It's you. Why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you still there? What are you? And by the time they get to love you, guess what happens? When you're with somebody who don't love you, and it's been years, by the time they get to love you, guess what happens? Think about it. I want you to answer this question. By the time, it's been 5 years, by the time that person is ready to love you, guess what happens? Seriously, all jokes aside. Think about it. Guess what happens? You don't even want it no more. Damn, Kels. You don't want it no more. Because it doesn't align with what you are. You don't want it no more. You're done. And then you're going to go find someone else. Right, exactly, Dana. And then you're going to go find someone else who don't have the love and start all over again because you haven't fixed the issue on the inside. Which reality are you in? Which God are you serving? You don't even trust it. How do you maintain a relationship with a dysregulated friend? What is a dysregulated friend, though? Like, what do you consider a dysregulated friend? You're already checked out. So we have to be, listen, we have to be mindful. Everything, if I understand everything is my reflection, that's what I go by. But even, hold on, I had to let my last guy go. I just love him, and I would cringe when he touched me. Wow, money's and everything. That is true. Money showing. But even Jesus has encounter, where's the devil? So what does it, I'm not understanding what the question means. I'm not understanding what it means. Someone who's their emotion, someone who lets their emotion. Actually, to be honest, the majority of people allow their emotions to lead them. And let me explain to you why. Let me tell you how you allow your emotions to lead you to without even realizing that your emotions is leading you. Because your ego is telling you, how do I deal with them? Why do you have to deal with them? Why don't, if your emotions ain't leading you, why does it bother you that they are who they are? Why does it bother you? They are perfectly fine. You know, it's not healing people need, you know. It's awareness you need to be aware that they are perfectly fine. Hey, Miss Carmel. People are perfectly fine in their own life. It's their world. Their world isn't. Their world is their world. Their little world that they live in, it's their beautiful world that they live in. Who's us to think something is wrong with it? I mean, but it's not healing that people need. People need awareness. We call it healing because healing is such a trendy. Let me tell you right now, you don't need healing. You need awareness of yourself. When you become aware of yourself, you realize there's nothing wrong with you. You are just choosing to do something that doesn't bring you what you want. It's a buzzword, right? A lot of people let their emotions lead them. Actually, that's the majority of the world. Allow their emotions to lead them. That's why you can't accept people the way they are, because when you see them and when they behave, you trigger or you think or you feel and you're annoyed and I can't believe and so that's your emotions leading you to. It's just understand this. Whatever you see on the outside, oftentimes is right on the inside too, because you can only see what's on the inside. You can't see what's on the outside. What's on the outside don't exist. What is on the outside don't exist. You got to see what's on the inside, right? And so, how do you maintain a relationship with them without it affecting me? You have to accept them as they are, just like Christ accepted you. God accepted you as you are, as shitty as you are, as ugly as you are, as disrespectful as you are. I'm not talking about you, by the way. I'm talking about just in general. I'm just talking about, as crazy as you are, as loud as you are, as in all the things that you did in your past, all the things that you did and went through, all the sex you had, all the fornication that you had, all the cuss words that you were cussing and the misbehaving, you were still accepted. So who are us? Who is us? Right? Who is us to stop thinking that you have to deal with people? You have to allow people to be who they are. That's what you have to do. If you can do that, you can maintain relationships easily. Seriously. We are still accepted, Faith, and we were still accepted. And so why do we feel? How high do we think that we are, right? Hey, Golden Melanin. He's a damn Kirk. Right? Seriously. Because I had to learn this for myself. Right? Exactly, Gina. I had to learn this for myself. Indeed, let people grow at their own pace. I had to learn this for myself because when I started this journey years ago, right? Thank you. Hey, Carly. Thank you. Thank you for the heart me, guys. When I started my journey years ago, I was like, you don't know this? You don't want to change? You don't want to fix yourself? Why? Because I began to become aware of my shit. So I assumed that you should be aware of your shit too. But I didn't realize, I learned, I wanted to become aware. I wanted to grow. I wanted to grow more spiritually aware. Not more spiritual, because you can't get more spiritual. You can't become a better this, a better woman, a better man. There's no better. There's a more aware version of you. That means you are aware that you have a choice. That's all life really is. You are aware. And so when I became aware of my choices, I realized, hold on, I can still accept you for what you are because that's my choice. It's not what triggers me and all these things. Get a purple heart. Thank you, Peaches. I appreciate the purple heart. By the way, I almost got a purple heart in combat too. But you have to allow people to be themselves, especially in relationship. You know how to make a marriage work? Acceptance. How to make a relationship work? Acceptance. Accept them for what they are. You have to accept them fully. They are perfectly fine. Everybody ain't growing at the same pace. And you don't know how much they need to grow and where they're going to grow. And you just, based on your standards of your highness, you think that they should be that level. You think that, sometimes we think that we are the pinnacle of where people should be. We're not. You're just choosing a choice for your life. Let them live their life. It's theirs. They are free to grow how they, but you make better friends. You make better relationship. You make a better partner. You make a better husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend. When you learn how to accept who your partner is. Hey, Black Butterfly, how you doing? When you learn to accept who your partner is, oh my God. Yeah, Gina. You learn to become a better person, or as we call it, a better partner, because acceptance is key. Let them be. Let them be. Please let them be. They're not doing you wrong. They're just... No, I'm not saying just because you accept them to be who they are, that means that you have to be intimate with them. Because some people, some people, it's not about being intimate. So, people are sent to us sometimes to make us see ourselves. What's going on, my brother? How we doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I like when you call me Mr. Kirk. I feel kind of old. You be like, hey, Mr. Kirk. I'm like, why you call me Mr. Kirk? My kids' friends call me Mr. Kirk. But you always call me Mr. Kirk. I don't mind. But I'm like, man, I feel old. But I know that it's a sign of respect. So I appreciate that, man. I can accept, but right. So you don't have to be around people, right? You don't have to live your life with them. You know what I'm saying? Because some things, sometimes frequency just don't, you know? Yeah, it doesn't mean to stay. People know exactly what they are doing. Yeah, Coco. Actually, people don't know what they are doing. Oftentimes, they don't know what they're doing. Actually, to be honest, many of us don't know what we are doing. We just, here is how this works. A lot of us, what we do, right? Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate the gifts, man. Thank you. Here is what we do oftentimes. Many of us, remember, the average person stays asleep 95% of the day. You stay asleep. The majority, we, human beings as a whole, we stay, hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. We stay asleep. We are sleeping. We are unconscious. We just look like we're conscious. We look like our eyes are open. We look like we're walking and talking and working, right? Let me tell you how you know that you are unconscious. And let me tell you, if you are unconscious, you don't know what you are doing. And that's why many of us are messing with people who are sleeping, but who look wide awake. I keep telling this story about my son. The same boring story. My son sleepwalks. And when a person sleepwalks, you know that they are sleepwalking. At first, you don't know because they're looking at you and they're talking to you like you're right there. Seriously. Right? They're talking to you. Have you ever met somebody who sleepwalks? They're talking to you like you're right there. But the only thing is, they don't understand you and you don't understand them. Tell me if that makes sense to you. Have you ever laid next to somebody and have them have a conversation? Have you ever laid next to somebody at night, sleep next to them, and they're talking in their sleep, but they can't hear you? But they're talking, but they can't hear you? And they don't respond in the way how you would assume that is logical? That's how you know somebody is sleeping. And many of us are sleepwalking. Let me tell you how you know when you are with a sleeper. And maybe you are sleeping too without even knowing. Maybe you are, because we all have a level of sleep upon our daily walk. You know that your partner is sleeping when the communication doesn't make sense. Everything that you say, somebody's offended. Everything that, when you ask a question, the answer is not there. When you ask a question, the answer doesn't. When the answer, and the conversations are completely weird. Conversation, hey, what are you saying? I don't talk, like, I'm asking you, is yes or no? And because my son was sleepwalking once, and this one, it hit me. My son was sleepwalking. And I was asking, son, what are you? I heard something in my pantry. I thought it was a big rat in my pantry. I thought it was a rat. I thought I had a rat in my pantry. Seriously. So it was a nighttime. It was like 11:30 at night. I was in the living room watching TV. And I heard something in my pantry. So I walked in my pantry. The door was closed. My son is in the pantry. I said, son, why are you there? I thought you went for some water. Because you know how black people keep their water in the floor of the pantry? But he was on top of the water, my case of water, walking around under them in the pantry. I'm like, what is wrong with that dude? I said, why are you in there? And he's like, I don't know. I said, Justin, what are you doing? The bathroom. The bathroom is. I said, Joshua, what are you doing, man? Like, why are you in there? And he watching me in my face, and he turned. So, I said, hey, you sleeping? Wake up. I said, come on, take your little butt back to bed. Many of us are with people who are sleeping. They could have sex with you. You don't need, listen, let me tell you this. You don't need to be completely awake to have sex with somebody. If you know, you know. A matter of fact, you will even know that when after the sex is finished, you feel empty. Have you ever slept with somebody and you felt empty after? Yes or no? You ever had sex with somebody and you felt drained after? Not the drain that you felt good and you put some work in you. I'm talking about you like, have you ever slept with somebody and their mind was not even on you? It's just from the back? Nothing, no kissing, nothing. No intimacy. Have you ever slept with somebody with no intimacy? I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about because I've done it. I know for a fact you have done it too. Many of us have. Maybe not all y'all. And that's how you know somebody's not present. And so you can be physically there and mentally not there. And so therefore, the body is just in motion by itself. Because the body knows what it's doing. And so the body is going to hump and hump and hump. The body is going to hump. Because the body knows what to do without the mind. Kenny Pops, how you doing? Greetings. The body knows how to perform because you have done it so often. You have done it so many times. So the body takes over and it humps. But the mind, you don't have to think about the other person. You don't have to make sure they are pleased. You don't have to be there. You don't have to have intimacy. You don't have to kiss them. You don't have to touch them because you are just an empty shell. And a lot of people do this. And so many people don't know what they are doing because they are still in the sleep mode. They are still completely absent. And so they are just behaving in a way that society tells them. Many of us, if we know what we are doing, will we be broke? Think about it. Simple question. If we know what we are doing, will we be hurt all the time? Yeah, sunshine. I mean, think about it. If we know what we are doing, will we be sick? You think all these things are random? Do we really think all these things are random, though? I mean, think about it. You think sickness is... You think all these things are just random? Life is not as random as you think. Life is not as random as you think. If you knew what you was doing, who would you be with? But many of us are sleeping still. And let me tell you how you know that you... Can I tell you how you know that you are sleeping too? Greetings, Dean Spice. How you doing? Hey, Beauty Delicious. Hey, Kitty. How you doing? Can I tell you how you know that you're sleeping without even knowing that you're sleeping? Can I tell you? You all want to know if you sleeping too? Because chances are you are. Because we all sleep most of the day and the night. Now, when I tell you that you are sleeping, don't get mad when you see these signs that you are sleeping. Okay? Don't get mad. One of the biggest signs that you are sleeping. And when you say sleeping, remember, sleeping is unconscious, right? Sleeping is you are unconscious of the present moment. Sleeping, now we ain't woke up yet. Trust me, you ain't woke up. If you woke up, I'll tell you how we know that you're sleeping still. We think that we wake up, but we haven't woken up. Let me tell you how we know that you're sleeping. Man, TikTok went quiet. TikTok, you all want to know on that. You all didn't say yes yet. Do tell. Just tell me how to wake up after you tell me I'm sleeping. You know what? I'll tell you how to wake up. You know you are sleeping. One of the biggest thing about sleeping, one of the biggest signs that you are a sleeper is you an overthinker. You can't think and be present at the same time. I need you all to understand what I just said. Oftentimes, you cannot think as you are being present. I need you all to understand what I just said. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. If you are thinking, you are mostly unconscious. That means you are completely unaware. Right? Again, this becomes the moment when you are staring at someone and the person thinks that you are staring at them. And the person asks you, hey, what's up? Hey, mom, dad. And you, oh, I wasn't. And so at nighttime, you think, when you are thinking, things are happening. You don't see or hear nothing. And the present is always missed. Because when you are in that thinking stage, remember, to think is to be away. To think is to be completely away. Because when you are thinking, your mind is traveling somewhere else, not in the present. Because when you are in the present, there is no thinking happening. You see, here's the thing. You are not... Anybody here who is a multitasker? You know how they say people are I multitask? Does anybody here multitask? Anybody? Raise your hand. If you multitask, raise your hand. Let me know. Me, yeah. Multitask. Multitask. There you go. Some say women are very multitask. They can semi. And let me tell you this. A person who can multitask that well is a person who's never present. You suck at being present. Because you can't concentrate and you can't focus. You have no power in focus. Think about it. Don't let it upset you what I'm saying. I want you to, I want you all to promise me for a second. For the next 20 minutes, don't fight what I'm saying. Just take what I'm saying. And if it doesn't make sense, just throw it out. But I want you to listen first, okay? Because this is gonna put some to you, okay? This is gonna wake up a little bit. Because let me explain to you how psychology works. Let me explain to you how science works. Let me explain to you how your mind works. Can I please? So don't fight me to keep your program. Just listen. And if you don't like it at the end, I get it. I get it. If you don't like it at the end, okay, fine. But let me tell you something. The average person can only hold a thought for how long? How long, and I say average, that means the majority of people, how long can the average person, you and me, hold a thought? How long? Or hold a focus? How long is the attention span of an average person? Just said it's 15 minutes. If you can hold a focus for 15 minutes, you are really good. That means you are 5 minutes, 7 seconds, depends. 7 to 8 seconds. The average person. 7 to 8 seconds. 7 to 8 seconds. If you are a multitasker, it's even worse. Because you're doing one thing, two things. Focus, focus. The mind can only hold one thing at a time. One focus. Not two. Not three. And so when you're thinking that you are multitasking, that means you shift and focus, shift and focus. You are like you are shifting. And so it becomes a problem. It becomes an issue to hold focus on the things that you desire to bring into this reality. Remember, you got to choose your realities. To manifest or to create, it creates hell. Hey, hot quarter, how you doing? To manifest or bring something from that dimension into this one, it's hell. To bring a relationship in that you want, it's hell. To bring the money in, the job in, it's hell because you cannot stay focused. Now, if you can hold a thought for 68 seconds, it begins to vibrate. One thought. If you can hold one thought for 68 seconds, it begins to vibrate. That what you are thinking about begin to vibrate. That which you are thinking about begin to vibrate. When it begins to vibrate, that means you are on the same wavelength, right? Understand, human beings, everything vibrates. Energy vibrates. Everything that has energy vibrates. Every energy vibrates. And if you can hold a thought or on something, you begin to materialize that thing. You begin to move molecules, reassemble molecules and bring it into solid form in this reality. But if you can only hold a thought or a focus for 7 seconds, and if you can't, you try to meditate, you try to do this, if it ain't working, hey Naomi, it means you are not present. To not be present is suffering. You are suffering. You are suffering every day because you are trying to multitask. If you want to learn to become a better, more effective human being when it comes to manifestation or creation, stop trying to multitask. Do one thing at a time. Just one thing. One thing. If I'm brushing my teeth, let me brush my teeth. That's it. If I drink this water, let me just drink this water. If I drive, let me drive. And you have to practice that, but it's the most boring thing to do because your mind, your mind is always gone. Your mind loves to leave you, don't it? Your mind loves to just escape you from what you are doing. Your mind loves to escape you for something else because what you are doing is never satisfying because there is no love there. There is no peace there. It's always an escape. Come on now. You all need to say amen. You all need to say amen, man. Come on, man. Have you ever been having sex and it's the only time you can focus? You are not feeling me. You are not feeling me. You are not feeling you, man. You are not feeling me. you aren't feeling me today. When you're having sex and it feels right, you can focus. Because people love to have pleasure. It's a pleasure. If something doesn't bring you pleasure, you escape it. Gone. Hot quarter. If they don't bring you pleasure, it's gone. And even if you're having sex with somebody who doesn't bring you pleasure, have you ever had sex? I mean, I'm just being adult. Can we just be adult for a second? No disrespect. But have you ever had sex and it wasn't pleasurable? Your mind left. Come on now. Your mind left. You went to deep breath, you begin to think, you begin to become resentful, you begin to become angry, you begin to, I can't wait till it's finished. Your mind left. Right? You can't focus. Your mind is gone. Completely gone. Why? Because you are no longer in the moment. You escape. You see, we are so used to escaping. We can't do one thing at a time. We can't. You can't take a shower. Some of you ain't take a shower in years. You know how I know? Yeah, Kels. You know how I know you ain't showered in years? Because you was never mindful in the shower. What you was doing is something else. You wasn't showering. You wasn't showering. Have you ever ate and forgot that you ate? Have you ever made a phone call and forgot that you called? Have you ever did something and forgot that you did it? Because your mind wasn't there. Your mind was gone a long time ago. There is no power in that. It's weak, it's pure weakness. It's pure weakness. But so we think multitask is good. It's not. It trains your mind to be weak. There's no power. It trains your mind to be weak. It trains your mind to escape your body continuously. And when the mind and the body is not always, when your mind and your body is separated, trauma is built. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Trauma is built. Pain is built. You're always in offense. You're always in this. You're always in the past. You're always in the future. Your body is tired of traveling. I've washed myself 10 times in the shower because I can't remember what I... Exactly! Jamisha, that's real. Jamisha said, I've washed myself 10 times in the shower because I can't remember what I already cleaned. That is real. It's so hard for some to turn off intrusive thoughts. Them thoughts ain't intrusive. Them thoughts are completely perfect. Them thoughts ain't intrusive. Them thoughts is because of how you feel. Them thoughts, listen, you can't be in a feeling. You cannot be in a feeling and call the thoughts intrusive, which matches the feeling that you are in or the vibration that you are in. You cannot be in a certain vibration. Hey, Ms. Howard, you cannot be in a certain vibration and call the thoughts that comes to you in that vibration intrusive. If I am in an angry vibration, an angry mode, and I have some raggedy, angry thoughts, are those thoughts intrusive? Or those thoughts are in alignment? Come on now, let's go deeper. I like to go deep, man. You know, being deep is a beautiful thing. So what do you want to say, Anonymous? What do you mean? Indeed, Sunshine, you're only in that state if you are having a narcissist spirit on you. We always go into someone else. We always think someone else is always someone else. It's narcissist spirit. It's a narcissist person. Let's take accountability for our own energy. Please, can we just take accountability for our own energy? Can we just understand that we can control who we are? Don't we want to control who we are? Don't we want to control our own minds, our own bodies? We don't always have to blame it on a narcissist or someone else. Can we just take responsibility and understand that is our minds that we should learn to control? It's our minds and we should learn to manage it. If you cannot manage your mind and that narcissist is doing it for you, you ain't shit. You blame the narcissist. It's just your mind. It's your mind. No offense when I say you, but it's your mind. If you can't control it, somebody else will do it for you. If you run in your life, somebody will do it for you. Your mind is foggy. Your mind can be very foggy. You're right. Your mind can be very foggy. You're right. But it's not really because of the narcissist. Now I get it. One thing about us in life, we have influence over another. We all do, right? Let's be honest. We all have influence over another. We all do. But we got to take our power back. But let me wait. Hold on. Let me back up. So you know that you are sleeping when you have all these thoughts continuously. Just all these thoughts, overthinking. And when you are overthinking so much, you have to understand, when you are in the state of overthinking continuously, that is a sign, as the regular people will call, bad energy. One of the signs of having low vibration or bad energy, because I don't believe in bad energy or good energy, but one of the signs when you have low vibration, you're always overthinking, always continuously. That's a sign of actually low vibration. I don't realize it because you think it's your superpower. It is not your superpower. Your superpower is to be at rest. You see, rest is what everything comes from rest. Everything begins from rest. The problem is you don't know how to rest, but you know how to do everything else. You know how to be busy. You know how to always be on the move. You know how to always be in your feelings. You know how to always be in your emotions. You know how to always wonder. You know how to always panic. You know how to always be anxious. You know how to always be upset and resentful. You know how to always be on the move and doing something and cooking and cleaning. You know how you know. But do you know how to rest? Because when you rest, some of you feel guilty, don't you? Has persuaded you to act a certain way. You still have... Indeed, Miss Mick. Indeed. Facts. Rest. If rest is not a choice, your life won't be your choice. If rest ain't your choice, your life won't be your choice. Your actions won't be your choice either. If rest ain't your choice, your life won't be your choice. Rest is not just your body, but having the ability to rest your mind. When Christ was in the ship and he was sleeping peacefully, you know what it represented? When he was in the ship and he was deep in his sleep, the ship, the wave, and the storm wasn't bothering him. It's not a job for Jesus at all. It's a job for you to learn to manage your own energy. That's all he did. Because number one, he knows the storm don't last. The storm don't last. Number two, he realizes that the storm is natural. The storm is going to come. You see, when you realize the storm ain't going to last, because everything is temporary, and when you realize that the storm is not personal. Think about it. Hey, Rehab, how are you doing? The storm ain't personal. It's going to come. True or false? The storm is going to come now. I don't care where you at. Everywhere you go, there's a different storm that matches up. Every country you go, there's something that's there. You can't run from it. It's going to always be there. But when you understand, when you know it's going to war, you are at peace. Because you realize that this ain't your storm. It's just a storm. The storm is going to come. If you're on land, there's a storm. If you're on sea, there's a storm. If you're on the air, if you're in a plane, they're coming. And so when you know they're coming and they come, it's not because you expect them. It's just because, you've been here for how many years? How many years have you all been here? Anybody? How many years have you been here? Anybody been here more than 45 years? I've been here 45 years now, going on 46. This is my 46th or 47, either one, year around this planet, or around the sun. And so 42, okay. So I know for a fact, and since I've been through so many storms, and I ain't been through so many storms, this storm been through me. But since I've experienced so many storms, why am I still shook up every single time? That's a problem. You don't think that's a problem? How many times do you have to do it for you to get used to it? 50th year? How many times? 55, okay. But how many times must it happen until you realize it's just a storm? It's just another storm. How many times? Why are you scared? So why are you always scared? You're still here. What do you think? This time is going to take you out? Wait, what do you think? This time is going to be the end? What do you think? This time is going to be the last time? This time is going to... It's not... Come on, man. We have to grow up. Yeah, we have to grow up. But we have to prepare for the storm. Because here is... You have to be awake. The Bible tells us a story about the 10 virgins. The 10 virgins waiting for the bridegroom to show up. It says at midnight when the bridegroom showed up, 5 of their candles was not lit because the oil ran out. And the other 5, they was burning still. The other 5 who was out asked the other 5, hey, can I borrow some of your oil? Can I have some of your oil? Can I have your oil? They said, no, you can't have my oil. Go buy your own. Go buy your own oil. Go and get your own oil. They went and get their own oil, and by the time they come back, the door was closed. The bridegroom was with the 5 virgins, right? And it was too late. You see, that candle being lit is our ability to be present. By the time you become present, the damage is already done. Have you ever been lost in an emotion that made you do something crazy? And by the time you did the damage, you wake up and realize, oh shit, what have I done? Have you ever been there before? Let me know. Because if you don't understand what you just read, or if you don't understand that verse, that scripture, you are not. You think it's about Jesus all the time. You know, we always think it's about Jesus. You know, the church always got you thinking it's about God and Jesus. Listen, you don't understand it. If you are not always aware and be present, if your light stays on, you can see exactly what you are in. Come on now, we don't get that. Hey Jasmine, how you doing? We don't understand that. Waiting for the bridegroom. He's gonna come. The storm is gonna come. The storm is the problem. The issue is gonna come. The storm is gonna come. The bridegroom will come. What will come will come. It always comes. It always comes now. But the problem is, you've been going to church, you've been doing this, you've been getting ready, and right before the issue happens, your candles, the oil finishes. Because now somebody cheats, somebody lied, somebody said you're ugly, somebody cut you off in public or in traffic, somebody said this, somebody did this happened, the light come off, this come off, you lost your job. As soon as that happens, your candle, your lantern is complete out of oil. And so now, when it's out of oil, you are no longer conscious. That means you can no longer see. Understand this. You are no longer aware of what you are doing. You begin to act out the emotion. You become the emotion. You begin to act it out. You begin to cuss and break relationships and tear people down. And by the time you relight your candle, by the time you go and get your candles lit, damn. Hey, damn. Damn. Shouldn't have said that. You ever said something when you was drunk that you regret? You ever said something to your kids in a state of anger that you regret that they kept with them for a long time? Have your kid ever reminded you of something that you said to them, that you did to them? Have you ever been reminded by your partner what you said to them because you were scared, you was insecure? By the time you become aware of it, it's too late. The doors are closed. Do you all get what I'm saying? It's very simple. Storm could take you out. Storm could take you out. Listen, man. By the time we become aware of what we are done, it's too late. And it's sad. It's sad. We're already lost. We're already lost. By the time you cussed your boss out because you was angry, you already lost your job. The door was closed. That's the reality that we have to be in. Many of us go to sleep at the wrong times. Many of us know that we are sleeping. Second reason how we know that you are sleeping, that you don't know that you're sleeping. You are sleeping when you are emotionally led. The truth has no regards on your heart. Your emotion does. I feel the oil when I get in lead. Many of you, when you are emotionally and feeling led, when your feelings is what leading you, you are sleeping. My mom used to always tell me, Dwayne, I need you to go to the store for me. I said, Mom, I don't feel like. And she said, you don't have to feel to do it. You have eyes. Just walk. I never understood what that meant until I became an adult. She said, you don't have to feel to do it. You're perfectly effective. You have legs, your legs working. You have eyes, you can see the traffic. You can see the shop, you can see the roads. You can see the store. You ain't got to feel to get there. Do you guys get that? And so that stuck with me. I never knew what it meant until I began this journey of enlightenment or this awareness. When you are stuck in your feelings, a blind man will feel where they are going. Do you notice that? A blind man will feel. Thank you, Kels. He will feel with the stick. He will feel. And guess what? When you feel, what are you feeling for? Do you know the answer? When you are feeling, what are you feeling for? Does anybody know? One word. What are you feeling for? What do you expect? What do you expect when you are feeling? Think about it. Obstacles? By the way, this is not just a one person talking. This is what do you call it? A dialogue. You're feeling for something that's familiar. You're feeling for familiarity. The wall, you know where the couch is, you know where the wall is, you know where this thing is, you know where this thing is, you know what this chair is, you know where the bed is. You're feeling to see if it's there. Because why? It's been there yesterday. So your feelings is based on what was there yesterday. Does that make sense? When you are in your feelings, you are basing it on what was there before. Let me know if you get what I'm saying. Let me know if that went over your head. Or that right there makes sense to you. Let me know. Which one is it? It makes sense, right? Good. Thank you. I'm glad it makes sense. And so when you are in your feelings based on what was there yesterday, what is there today brings you chaos. You want to see what was there yesterday. When you look for your partner, when you look for life, when you look for your wealth, when you look for your health, you are still holding on to what was there yesterday. And so when you are in your feelings, you are always attached to something that was there yesterday. That's why you cannot be present, because the present is a different reality. It doesn't make sense. You can't live in both. You have to choose one. And so afterwards, when you realize that you are sleeping because you are dependent on a feeling for something that was there for the past, in the past. That's why your trauma is still so strong. No, you don't understand me? Because the feeling makes you understand. So people say stop judgment. That's why trauma is so powerful. Because it keeps you in the past. It reminds you of the past. It makes it feel real as it did the first day. Because it's what you feel, so you know it's still there. Come on now. That's why it keeps you, that's why you stay in a certain relationship. Because it's not because the feeling is good, it's because the feeling is familiar. It's not because the feeling is good. Nobody cares about good or bad. Remember, the mind does not know what good or bad is. Not the subconscious mind. If you feel it, it comes back. If you give it energy, it comes back. If you give it juice and water, it comes back. If you give it any type of energy, it comes back. And so it doesn't care if the trauma feels bad. That's not what gives you energy. See, the energy is not, what feels good or bad is irrelevant. But if the feeling is there, it comes back because you entertain the feeling. Became punctual person because of this story. PTSD on the Sunday school. Man, that's deep. Good question. How do you start working past this? The only thing that can undo the past is the present. The only thing that brings light to darkness is light. The only thing, all you have to do is become aware of it. Spread the light on it. Well, thank you, Peaches. Thank you. The only thing that the only thing that takes you out of unconscious is the conscious. The only thing that beats you from the past is the present. You have to get out of the past and be present. How do you become present? Do whatever you are doing. Be whatever you are being. The truth is, trauma, you are right here, right now. Why is it bothering you? Because you are believing a lie. You are believing a feeling because the feeling feels familiar. And if it feels familiar, you will go towards that feeling more. That's why you go to the same men, the same woman, the same relationship, because you're feeling, it's not because you like it or not like it. Understand it, it's not because you like it. If it was because of you like it, you won't go to trauma. You won't have a trauma response. True. Do you understand me? Why do you keep going back to the same trauma? It's not because you like it, right? You don't like it. True or false? You see how this works? Very simple. You see how this works? You don't go back to the trauma response because you like the feeling of the trauma. A matter of fact, you hate the trauma. How do you keep going there? Because it's familiar. And what's familiar is what you think about. And what you think about is what you resist. And what you resist is where you go. It's where you go. You walk right into it because it's familiar. Hey, Phoenix, thank you. Hey, hey, Lynn, how you doing? But I understand today. I have a feeling Kirk is William Lynn, you something else. Thank you for coming, though. I missed you. What we resist persists. What we resist comes even stronger. Yeah. So we have to learn. It's not because you keep, it's not because these men who are problematic, these men who are toxic, and not. It's not because they love you. You love them, in a way that you don't understand, because you keep going towards them. They're finding you, huh? You find them too. It's not them that keep finding you. You finding them with your feelings. They don't find you. They don't bother you. You bother them. What's the hack? They don't bother you. You bother them. You see, whatever is on your mind is what you are drawn to. Here's the thing about the mind. Whatever you put in there is what you see. You put in there a narcissist, you see narcissist. Everybody's not, no, there's one there that was not one, there's 10 there that was not one, but you place something in there, you give it a direction, you give it where to look. Your eyes only, remember, your senses. You see, whatever you put in your mind is what you see on your outside life, because all you're seeing is what's inside. There's nothing else to see besides what's inside of your mind. That's it. You put a toxic version of a man in your mind, you see a toxic version everywhere. How can you put something in there and see something else? It's like, how can you put a program in the phone, the iOS program, and experience the Android when you open the phone? How can you put in an iOS as an iPhone program, but expresses it with a Android? It doesn't work, does it? Hey, Merlene, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Hey, Merlene, do you make red guts? My mom just sent me some. Can you make some? You find what you're thinking about. You find it everywhere you look. What can a person do if that is a double self-image who is causing problems? I don't know what that means. No idea. Be simple. Be easy with the questions. My mind is very simple. You have to speak simple to me. I cannot understand complex questions. I'm very uneducated, by the way. So you gotta like ease it in with me. I'm serious. I'm very simple-minded. So the question that you ask me, I don't know terminologies. I don't know them spiritual terminologies. I don't know them things. I honestly don't know. So when you ask questions, be at the most simplistic way. A double danger. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. You know what I know what. I don't think y'all would believe me. Let me tell you what I've learned. Can I tell you what I've learned in my journey of being present? We call it healing. I call it present. All this healing stuff, all this healing trash talk, I call it being present. If you can be present, healing is natural. It's a natural effect that happens when you are present. Wealth is a natural effect that happens when you are present. Health is a natural effect when you are present, right? Happiness is a natural state, and peace when you are present. You can't obtain these things. You can't attain these things being absent. It doesn't happen. Thank you so much, Merlene. What I have experienced in this life is this. The reason why we are so easily controlled and easily manipulated, and people can manipulate you, and toxic people, and you are trying to avoid toxic people. Hey, Dreadlock, how you doing? Right? Yeah. You know how a double gang, all them stuff, and toxic people and family and all this family curses and generational curses and narcissists. Let me tell you how you are being so affected. Can I tell you all how you are being so affected? You are being so affected because you don't understand that your emotions, you are using them wrong. You see, everything will bring out emotions out of you if you let it. Everything. Hey, brother. Everything will bring out emotions because your senses collect data. And when your senses collect data from here and on this physical plane, what it does, it gives you a response or a reaction based on your gates. We all have gates. Our eyes, our mouths, our ears, our feelings are gates to our soul. Understand this. And based on the information that we bring in and the judgment thereof, we express or we send something back out. That's called an emotion. Thank you, Lady T. Thank you so much. That's an emotion because it's a respond effect to the outside world. Now, when you cut that shit off because you realize, I don't need to give you a response. I don't need to always respond to the world on the outside. I don't need to bring fear in the picture. I don't need to respond or react to your nonsense. I don't need to react to your words. I don't need to react to your thoughts. I don't need to react to this because I'm completely complete by myself. I'm complete here. And so what I do when I begin my journey of awareness, I realize my emotions are my power. And if you share your power continuously, you have nothing left to build your kingdom. Understand this. If you give away all your money, you have nothing to build with. See, money is synonymous in this conversation with your energy. Because we can see money clearly. And we know if you get a paycheck, if you keep giving away your money to Walmart and to Targets and to food and to junk food and to nonsense and to trinkets, by the time you're ready to buy your house, buy your car, you cannot afford it because you have given, you get the money now. You get a paycheck every week. But if you keep giving away money and writing checks to everybody else, all your friends, all your family, when it's time to build, you can't. Same thing when it comes to emotions. If you begin to give your emotion, which is your energy, your emotions is your, say it with me, energy. Your energy is your life force. Your energy, the chi, right, is your life force. Your life force is expressed in your emotions and your feelings. Your emotions and your feelings take over most of your energy. And so when you're giving energy, when you're giving your emotions, I feel this, you piss me off, you made me sick, you made me angry, you get on my last nerve, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm great, I'm this, I'm angry, I'm miserable, I'm resentful, I have resentment, I have bitterness, I can't forgive you. All you're doing is you are expending energy that you could use somewhere else, but you don't want to use it. So when it's time to have self-control and discipline, the energy is not there. You have already used it. You used it up. And then, since you use it up on the people, you blame them for using it on them. It's like me buying a vacuum cleaner and hate the vacuum cleaner because I don't think it's worth my money. Let me know if that hits you or not. Let me know if that... Have you ever bought something with your money and hate it because you spend your money and you don't like it? Anybody? Do I get it? Do I get it yet? I love my analogies. Sometimes my analogies make sense to me. I don't know if they make sense to you. Right? Listen, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes my analogies make sense to me. I don't know if they make sense to you. I have, on shoes, right? I don't know if they make sense to you. But to me, I have bought something. I'm like, God dang it, this thing pisses me off. Can't stand it. I shouldn't waste my money. I want my money back. But in energy, you can't get it back. So, he's right, but he's tripping. And so now you have to understand your energy. You can't get it back. It's gone. Right? And so now, when you become awake, when you become conscious, you choose which energy that you are given. You choose what you are exchanging. If I exchange anger, the reason why I'm angry, right? I want you to understand this right. Your anger is your currency. Your happiness is your currency. Peace is a currency. Misery is a currency. Jealousy is a currency. When you embody that energy, that currency, that means you should know in that moment, when you become aware, that means you are exchanging it for something else. So what am I getting angry for? Anger. If my body and my spirit is picking up anger, whatever I am exchanging for anger, I probably don't want it. Because if I wanted it, I won't be angry. Do you understand me so far? If I'm exchanging my anger, I know I'm angry. I don't know what I'm getting, but I know I am angry. See, my body is completely aware. My body is completely alive. If I'm picking up anger, then what am I exchanging my anger for? I probably don't want it. I probably don't want it. I don't want it. Because if I'm getting angry, if I'm already cringing before I get it, I'm getting something that I don't want. And so when I realize that I'm angry, I say, oh, shoot, look at my anger. Look at my anger. Oh, look at me getting angry. Look at me getting angry. Look at me. Oh, and then you become aware of your anger. See, once you can see your anger, you become aware of it. You see, the problem is you can't see it because you are completely asleep. See, when you're sleeping, you don't see shit. When you are sleeping, you don't notice it. You don't know anything. Somebody could be naked in front of you, you don't see it. Somebody can be this, you don't see it. Somebody can be angry, you don't see nothing. And so you don't see anything. Nothing at all. Do you see what I'm saying? So you got to be aware. What is on my nose? Somebody keeps saying, wipe my nose. What is on my nose? Is something on my face? Am I not seeing something? Oh, I'm looking at the camera. Let me look at the mirror. Because y'all keep saying, wipe my nose. Oh, is my white, you all see my white hairs? Is that what y'all see? My white hairs? My gray hairs? That's my white hairs. I got gray hairs in my nose, y'all. Oh, Jesus. I got gray hair. I'm gray. Lord, I'm gray. I'm sorry that I'm gray, man. You're fine. You're fine. You know, I thought it was boogers, huh? No, it's my gray hair, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to destroy. You know, sometimes it sucks having gray hair too, man. Marlene, sometimes it sucks having gray hair all over because the white stuff be just traumatizing you, man. Indeed, William Lynn. Indeed. It's all right. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. You love it, Marsha? Yeah, man. Sometimes the gray hair sticks out, boy. And they be the longest ones, too. They be sometimes on my lip. I'm like, how you grow so strong? But back to what I was saying, man, which I forgot. What the heck was I saying again? I totally forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Yeah, them gray hair is strong. Gonna let you walk around looking. Thank you. Oh, Chester, thank you. I appreciate you. I forgot what I said, though. What did I say? Be delicious. That's funny. I appreciate you, though. But if you tell me I won't mind, I don't really have a lot of shame, to be to be honest with you. I'm not a shameful man. You know what I mean? If it is what it is what it is, you know? The wisdom is strong, huh? But yeah, so, hey, Mercedes. And so I have to understand if I'm exchanging anger, but understand what you are exchanging, you are getting something back. It's always an exchange. In life, it's always an exchange. What you're giving is what you're receiving. You're receiving, but understand if you are giving emotions, if every day you are in emotional state of grief, anger, resentment, bitterness, and all this crap, you're getting something back in return continuously that you're not seeing. And your life is going to stay the same because you're getting the same energy back. So it's like a cycle. You are getting the same thing continuously. You are getting the same thing. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you. Right? You are getting the same thing continuously. And you don't, why nothing ever change? I don't understand why nothing stops. I don't understand why all the men, I understand why all the women, I don't understand why everything just keep falling because you are exchanging something else. You mirroring everything. It's like, hey, here we go. And so, therefore, you keep exchanging. This is why to become awakened. Christina. Right? This is why to be awakened, to be completely aware, it sucks sometimes, right? To be aware, it sucks. It sucks to be aware because you see what people are doing, but sometimes you just gotta, if you react, what are you exchanging? But it sucks being aware. That's why the process is so long. It's a very long process because you have to tame your mouth. You have to control your ear because the things that captures your emotions, that captures your listening, It sounds good, but it's terrible, right? You have to tame what you see. You have to control. You have to sell. I see it, but how did I start? I see it, but. And so the second sign, like I said, the second sign, right? The second, and it's not even about being a bigger person, right? But it's about understanding what you are, but yes, right? But it's about what you are exchanging. I don't want that, so let me not exchange anger for it. Let me exchange love. This is why the Bible says you have to give beautiful ashes, right? You have to give, right? You have to give beautiful ashes. What's the other ones? I just read it this morning too, Listen, every morning that I read, sometimes I forget what I read, especially exactly what I read. But you all know, yeah. You have to give beauty for ashes. And what else? You all know that verse. Beautiful ashes. What else? God, come on. Hook a brother up. You feel too aware? Does it make sense? No, you can't be too aware. You can only be aware. Now, sometimes what you become aware of in the beginning will trigger you because you begin to see it. If you are triggered when you are aware, then yes, it's not too aware. It's just that you in the beginning, you have to balance it out. It's about bringing that balance, right? Because when you become aware, things happen. You see things that happen all the time. And so it's not, when you are triggered, you see, when you begin to wake up, when you begin to open your eyes, right? Hey, Melissa, when you begin to open your eyes, when you begin to wake up, right. When you begin to wake, you're going to see some shit. But them shit was always there. And I say shit intentionally. You're going to see some shit, right? Right, it protects you. And when you see this shit, just because you are aware doesn't mean that your nervous system is back to balance. Do you understand me? Just because you become aware doesn't mean that the light is in you yet. Just because you are aware doesn't mean that you know what to do next. Just because you begin to become aware doesn't mean that you have solved the issue. You see, the issue is you. It's nothing else but the issue. And so when you are trying to become trigger, you are looking out still. Does that make sense to you? Just because you're becoming aware doesn't mean anything else besides becoming aware. Now, you have to know what to do so you don't exchange anger. Right. Finding long-term relationship causes of being aware. Right. And so we have to understand, this is why you have to exchange beauty for ashes. When somebody give you shit, you see beauty. Nobody didn't even, can you all look for that verse and tag it? Is that Stacy? That's not Stacy. Can you all look for that verse and put it on the screen for me, please? If you all don't mind, I just want to see that verse. Can you do that for me? Can you look at that verse and put it on not just the verse, but I'm talking about the words of the verse. Oh, she did? I didn't see it. TikTok be tripping, man. The oil of joy for mourning and the garment of praise for spirit of despair. Thank you. The oil of joy for mourning. What does oil represent? Right? And the garment of prayers for the spirit of this. Listen, if you understand this comes back. Thank you, Kels. This comes back to choosing your reality. I started this video. You have to choose your reality. To choose your reality, you can live in the place where your senses are sensing, or you can live in a place above your senses. And when you live above your senses, you really choose beautiful ashes. Because yes, you're gonna see the shit on this planet because that's where you live. You're gonna smell the shit burning. You're gonna hear it burn. It's gonna be crackling. But your reality is your reality. Your reality is not true or false. Your reality is where you are focused on, your attention. And so when I become more aware, when I begin my journey of awareness, the things that I was seeing never stop. But I turn my back to it. And over time, as I turn my back to it, my nervous system begins to balance itself out. The power of contemplation rather than mere survival. I love that. I love that. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than mere survival. Facts. I love that. Where you get it from anyways? Is that a quote? I love that quote. If that's a quote, I love it. Be still, right? And so I had to learn, hey, let me turn my back. Yes, the more I am healing, the more I am feeling. You're gonna feel everything. Feeling is not a bad thing. I talk about feeling and feeling and feeling, but I'm talking about unintentional feeling. Feeling angry, feeling miserable, feeling. The truth is, we pick up everything on this planet. We pick up every vibration because that's what we are, one with the planet. Your body is completely aligned with the planet. Every vibrational pull, your body picks it up. The temperature, your body picks it up. Every shift, your body picks it up. Everything is being picked up. Everything is being felt. Everything is being sent out and received. You are receiving so much continuously. Every second you are receiving so much information into your body. And sometimes it confuses you. That's why sometimes you pick up all these emotions, you pick up all these feelings, you pick up all this weird stuff. But you have to remember, just because you become aware of it doesn't mean that you have to let it bother you. Just because I'm aware of the anger doesn't mean that I have to do anything with it. Just because I'm aware of the shift doesn't mean I have to do, and people tell you all this Mercury rising, this rising, be careful. Listen, when you become aware, spiritually aware, you realize your choice is your choice. You're sleeping when you are overthinking. That's your communication skill. It sucks. You're overthinking. You're thinking a whole bunch of crap, always in the low stuff, right? Indeed, Peaches. Second thing, when your feelings is what dictates your path. I mean, your path. You're sleeping. You are. Number 3, how you're sleeping? Can I tell you the 3 signs the third sign that you are sleeping? You all want to know this one? Because if I tell you this one, it's gonna hurt your feelings a little bit. It's gonna hurt your feelings. It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your feelings. You're sleeping too when you keep bumping into people that brings you pain and chaos. Because if your eyes were open, you would pass them. You would let them pass. But since you are sleeping, you keep bumping into them. Both you are blind. You're boom. Every time you boom. Oh my God, I can't believe. Right? Oh my God. I met another one. You sleeping too. Because if you wasn't sleeping, come on now. Because if I could see you coming to me, even if you're blind, listen, even if you're walking on the sidewalk, right? I want you all to be present for a second. If you're walking on the sidewalk and you see a blind man coming towards you with a stick, you know that they're blind. You know they can't see. You know what you will do? You will move out of the way. Don't you? Or would you expect him to move out of your way if he's blind? Think about what I'm saying. Answer that question. If you're walking on the sidewalk and you see a blind man coming with a stick, indeed, you're gonna move. You can't expect him to move. He don't know what he's doing. He don't know where he's going. Sometimes you're blaming all these men and these women. These men, because they're sleeping. You can't blame them. I mean, you can if you want to. It's your life. I mean, you can blame whoever you blame. You can blame your mom. Your mom and your daddy. I don't care who you blame. Life don't care who the hell you blame. Life don't care who you blame. Who you blame just slows you down. Who you blame just means that you're not awakened to see it. Because you can't see yourself. Who you blame is irrelevant. You can blame all the men in your life. You can blame your raggedy ass father. And you can blame your raggedy ass mother. Seriously. You can blame them. You can blame them all. You can blame your kids. You can blame your cousin. You can blame your husband. You can blame your wife. You can blame your brother. You can blame your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-boyfriend, boyfriend. You can blame it all. You can blame God. I don't care. But what does it mean? You still got it. You still got it. You still got the issue. Yeah, you still got it. When you get rid of it, there's no one to blame. True or false? When you get no one to blame, you realize, oh shit. When you fix the issue, you have no one to blame. You must have fixed the issue. Because blaming him or blaming her takes all the energy from you and point to them. That's why people are always blaming the narcissist. There's a narcissist. Everybody puts so much. How do you keep putting? We make people into gods. Do you know that? We make people into gods. Especially when somebody is so good at acting or a sport, we make them into a god because everybody give them attention and power. And that person now, and when you come in their presence, you want to bow down your energy. You want to belittle yourself. You don't know how to speak. You want to sleep with them because you make them your God. And so you focus on the narcissist so much. You give us every night. Man, listen, I had to block this lady just recently on my IG. Not because she bothered me, but she was in my inbox every minute, sending me lines and messages about narcissists and everything. She commented on somebody's page about narcissists. She sent it to me. I don't understand why she was doing that. Because I don't know what you think my message is. I don't think you understand what my message is. I don't blame narcissists. I don't even. And so every conversation, every video about narcissists, she sent it to me. Lady, I don't want. You see, somebody told me once. I don't know if it's somebody on here. Somebody said, I studied it so well. A matter of fact, she said, I studied narcissists so much that I think I became one. I don't want that to hit something. I want that to hit you real quick. She said, I researched and I studied. Yeah, Merlene, there are all these damn videos and all this. She said, I studied and researched them so much. She said, I think I became one too. If that's not the realest thing. You see, whatever you focus on, you become without even knowing and realizing it. Do you all know that? You focus on the toxic man or woman so much, you become toxic as F. You don't even realize it. Yeah. Whatever you focus on is, when I was in the military, when I was a young soldier, there were some sergeants that I couldn't stand. But I realized I've looked at them more. Because they disturb my energy. So my focus was on them. My focus was on them. The good ones was there, but they didn't capture my energy or my response because my freaking inside, my nervous system. Because listen, here the thing about your nervous system, it will react to that negative shit. But the good stuff, there is no reaction, so there's no stimulation, and so you don't give it no attention. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That's why you can always point out a man's or woman's red flags, but you can't point out their green flags because the red flag stimulates you, the green flag doesn't. The green flags only brings clarity. It's not because you can't find somebody who's proper. It's just that the red flags brings feelings. The green flags brings clarity. Clarity is not a feeling. Clarity is not an emotion or isn't a reaction. It's just clarity. Very quiet and very calm. And so when them sergeants was getting on my nerve, I remember another sergeant told me, right? Hey, Caroline. A sergeant told me, he said, hey, when you become a sergeant, if you keep focusing on those ones that you don't like, you become just like them. I said, what do you mean? Because you're looking at their behavior. You are focused on them. After a while, you begin to do what they are doing because it takes over your subconscious. It takes over your awareness. It takes over your program. He said, you will become just like them. At that moment, I said, oh, shit, I don't want to become like them. I had to shift my focus. You see, some of you only focus on the narcissistic people. That's all you think about all day. Everybody's narcissist. Everybody is toxic. Indeed, net. Everybody's narcissist. And so I had to shift my awareness. And when you shift your awareness, you realize they no longer exist. Not in your world. Not in your life. Maybe in somebody else's life who's focused on them. But you make people into your God. You give them too much power. And so many of us are making these narcissistic people our gods. You think about them so much. More than you think about God. How often do you think about God? Because if you do, why are you so afraid of them? I mean, have you thought about that yet? Hey, Sean, how you doing? You thinking about narcissistic people and toxic people when you ex more than you think about what you want. Then how are you? You can't get anything. So you're gonna always get the narcissist. Do you ever ask people, how do you keep meeting these narcissists? But when you ask them that, hey, Kayla, how you doing? When you ask them that, they get offended. I don't mean to offend you, but how do you keep meeting them? Because you have put them in your mind. You have put them in your heart. You are meditating on them day and night. You remember, your mind is very impersonal. It doesn't care about who you are. It doesn't care about who you say you serve. It doesn't care where you went to school and your educational level. It only do what you place in it. What you place in it is what it gives you. Right? Yeah, so we have to become aware that every time that we are focused, so you want a good relationship, focus on that. You can't focus on the bad ones and think the good ones are going to come. You can't focus on poverty and think wealth is going to come. You can't focus on anger and happiness comes. It's two different vibrations. It's two different realities. You have to know which reality that you are serving in. Which God are you serving? Because everything becomes your God if you give it attention. This is why he says, thou shalt have no other God before me. It means one focus. I think when the Bible speaks about having no other God, we don't understand what it means, We think it means literally one God. Oh man, you having two, your mind is double-minded. A double-minded man is what? 1 minute you cold, 1 minute you hot. 1 minute you want a husband, next minute you feel like I should be single. Right? 1 minute you want a great relationship, and 1 minute you are miserable and feeling lonely. A double-minded man is unstable in what? Unstable in how many ways? And we don't even the problem is we don't even realize it. In all thy mother effing ways. Chestney. Wait, which verse is what on? In all thy ways. And to be double-minded, we don't know what that means either. Can I tell you what it means to be double-minded? Can I please tell you what it means? Because I think we don't realize what we are doing when we are doing it, because we are living the same way every day, and nobody teaches us this in church or in school, and our parents don't teach us. They don't know this. A double-minded man is unstable in all thy ways. Listen, I want wealth, but I feel poor. Isn't that the same mind, but isn't that two different experiences of the same mind? Isn't that two different functions of the same mind? Do we understand that? I want wealth, but I feel poor. Come on now. I mean, come on. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I can't make you get it. I can only bring it, and you got to learn to eat it or drink it or leave it alone. I mean, come on now. We don't know. We don't understand. That's two double. This is why the Bible says if you ask for something, second thing, if you ask for something, the second thing is believing that you shall have it. The third thing is you will. You have to, I ask for it, I believe it, and so therefore I have it. You can't ask for wealth and then feel poor. Then you don't believe that you have it. It's two different things. You're double-minded. That's what double-minded really is. It's not about, it's not like saying, I want a relationship. No, I don't. That's obvious. So that's the obvious stuff that don't work. I do want a relationship. No, I really want one. Right? It's saying the same thing. I really do want one. But when you go to your bed, you feel lonely. You feel drained, and you feel, oh, men are trash. Can I even trust a man? Because now you are experiencing two realities. You have to choose one. Which one are you choosing? The reality where men are trash, or the reality that says, I want a relationship that's healthy, I have one in my body and in my mind, and therefore I shall receive it. No, you want a relationship, but you feel annoyed. Double-minded. Same mind with two different realities. Double-minded. Can you let me know if that makes sense to you guys on that? Because I think I'm talking too much. The more I talk is the more confusion it gets. So it makes sense to you. You gotta choose. Have one God, one reality, one consciousness, one baptism. Just one. You can't have both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Right? You can't be in happiness or peace and cussing people out because you don't like, you have to operate in one. You can only operate in one. Do I fast? No. I don't fast. Why you ask? I'm curious to know. It's been a while since I heard verses, but can you give us some verses that we can go back and read for ourselves? To be honest, I only bring up certain verses when I speak on something that we do physically or intentionally. I just don't speak on because I'm not a religious person, right? So I don't speak on Bible verses like that. I only speak about it because it comes up in a conversation, and then I relate it to, because how I read the Bible, I read my books, and I study, and then it brings me back to verses, because those verses was always there, right? Those verses is what I grew up in. I grew up in the church. And so you realize that sometimes when you grew up in the church, the foundation sticks with you because you don't want to get rid of it. You want to hold on to that foundation. The only thing is, when I was young, I wasn't ready for it. Now I'm older, I'm wiser, I can relate to it. Because I see me now. I only see me. I don't see nothing else but me. I don't see Moses, I see me. I don't see Jesus, I see me. Right? Thank you, Carrie. I don't see Peter, I see me. I only see me now. I don't see nobody else but me. I don't know if that makes sense to you. That, and by the way, I'm not blaspheming. I'm just telling you, I don't see any character. I don't see Adam. I saw me. I only see me. I see me as Cain, as Abel, as Jeremiah. I see me as Isaac and Jacob. I see me as Abraham. I see me as Moses, especially Moses. I wanted to know if fasting enlightens you more. Some say it does. I think when you are fasting, you can train yourself to be more focused. You can train yourself to be more focused. I have fasted before, but I think many times it's just done from formalities, right? right, right. Many times it's based on formalities. So, yeah, we do it, but I don't. Our minds is the same fear, the same suffering, and so when is it? You can when you fasten from food, you have to have a purpose. You have to have a reason, right? And you have to meditate. To focus on that reason, because where there's less food in your body, there's this all this emotions and stuff. Because you know it helps. It do help. When you continuously become conscious and aware, as you try to be, you realize that fasting is a good thing, right? But it once helped you, whereas now, as you are doing this on a daily basis, it's no longer necessary. I'm just saying for certain people, but it helps. It does. It do help, right? Wisdom. You're old. Yes, right, right, right. Yeah, and so you're not religious, but God knows you, right? It becomes a habit. It becomes your way of life. You know what I mean? It becomes a choice. Your daily choosing. But yeah, man, it's not as hard as we think. It's just what's hard. We have to choose where we're gonna live. We have to choose. When I go to God, as you called it, God. When I go to awareness, consciousness, God, Jesus, whatever you call it, right? When I go to God and say, hey, this is what I need, I don't tell God I want this. What I do, I become aware of the thing that I desire, as in it's happening now, as in I already have it, right? I come to God as in I already have it. And so God is the awareness of all things. So when I come to God when I have something, when I want something, all I have to do is I put my feelings and my emotions into it. When I put my feelings and emotion into it, God is the awareness of all things. So therefore, he becomes aware. So if I need health, healing, healing in my body, I assume myself. My self-image becomes my feelings, my emotions is tapped into healing. So I am healed. So what would I do? What would I feel? What would I think if I was healed? Now, God is the awareness. I am healed. Now, when I say I am healed, I'm bringing God into it. Does that make sense? I am is God. What's your name? I am. What's your name? I am. What do you want? What is your name? It depends on what you want. Do you notice that God's name changed in the book based on what they was experiencing? Do you all notice that? But still will be kind and nice to relate in the verse. Oh, I got you. From now on, when I bring a verse in, you see, I don't have my book or my Bible or my phone in my hand, so I cannot tell you these verses verbatim sometimes, because I can't tell you which verses it is, because when I study, I don't really try to remember which verse it is, because that's not really not my, that's not my. So when I study the Bible or the books, I don't study it to talk about it. I study to fix myself, and so I don't remember which verse I'm reading because I don't really care. And so my apologies that if I can't tell which verse it is. You know what I mean? Do you guys get what I'm saying? I can't. I really, my memory is messed up. I mean, so, right. So, yeah, I don't want to confuse you either, because So my apologies. Um, but do you understand what I just meant when I was talking about I bring, because your self-image, you can Google the words, indeed. Your self-image is what you are, right? When Moses asked God, who are you? I am Jehovah, right? I am the beginning and the end. I'm the Alpha and the, based on who was talking, who was asking, where he was at, his name changed. Hey, Crone. And so based on us, where we are talking from, his name changed. I am healed. I am wealthy. I am aware. I am intelligent. I am. I am insecure. I am stupid. I am. And so it doesn't matter which identity that you take on. When you bring God into it, you are bringing the I am power. So that's the power that we don't realize that we have. And so if you say, I am stupid, yes, you're bringing God into it. So we have to be aware of what we are bringing God into. So how do I become? How do I have? I don't go to God as in I want. Because if you want something, where are you coming from? That means if I want something, then what am I right in this moment? If I want something, the question is, what am I in this moment? In this moment, I have to be what I want. I have to embody the peace. I want peace, then let me embody peace. What does peace look like? What does it feel like to my nervous system? What will my body experience if I am peace? And I begin to embody that peace. And then I begin to say, I am. That means I'm bringing God into. But if I bring God into it, I have to be honest. Does that make sense? Whatever I bring God into, I have to be real. Come to Zambia, James. He said, come to Zambia in your church. I appreciate that. Because the common sense for most of the people, common sense is so complex. Right? So if you want peace, you can't want, because the Bible says everything is already created. All things. Creation is done. Now we have to reassemble. Right? We have to reassemble molecules and assemble peace and assemble energy. And when we reassemble, everything's already created. Creation is already done. But now, alignment isn't. Comes to the Bible, you are speaking who? Indeed, Peter. And so, everything's already done. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh, by the way, that's, what is that? Exodus chapter, I don't remember. I don't remember. Let me not try to remember which verse it is. Please don't make me remember which verse. I don't. But, by the way, for those of you all who don't understand, my memory in combat has been jacked up, right? When I got blown up in combat, my brain shifted. So I don't want to say I suffer from memory loss, but, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind, because it's not a suffer for me. I don't mind my memory loss because I don't remember many things that happened because I don't want to remember it. So it goes. So when I speak, it goes. So my brain shifted. I'm diagnosed with traumatic brain injury, right? And so when I'm diagnosed with traumatic brain injury, is because my brain shifted and I forget things very quickly. Okay, so I don't remember a lot of things. That's why when I speak, I don't have any books or paper, because it doesn't help me. So I speak straight off of it. I come straight off the top. But if I go back, I don't remember. If you ask me what I said, I don't remember. If you ask me where I get that from, I don't remember. Do you get what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I don't remember. I don't want to remember. I don't really care to remember, because I don't live on memory. Right? You know what I mean? I don't mind it. I actually enjoy it. It helps me live in the now. Sometimes we think things are bad for happening. Things ain't bad. Yeah, thank you, Monique. Yeah, I don't look at things as bad no more. I look at things as a beautiful thing. Yeah, Miss Howard. Yeah, Miss Stay Present. Yeah, love. But yeah, man. So yeah. So I don't go to God asking God, I need money. He says, can you Google that thing? Can you Google the verse when the when the Bible says, all of mine is thine, and all of thine mine. Can you tell me which verse that is, please? Can you Google it? All of mine is thine, and all of thine is mine. Can you Google it? It's living in your indeed, Jasmine. Which verse is that? Hey, Miss Pet. Which verse is that, y'all? John 17, verse 10. John 17, verse 10. Thank you. John chapter 17, verse 10. Can you put the words on the screen too so I can read it? Because I might say it wrong. All of mine is thine. So that means all of mine is yours, and all of yours is mine, right? All of mine is thine. Thine. And all of thine, mine, right? And that's the scripture telling us. I don't have to ask because it's already mine. All I have to do is receive, right? All I have to do is receive now. I have to be in the receiving state. He said, all of mine is thine. That means everything that you desire is yours. And so I don't go to God asking for things. God, give me peace. God, give me happiness. No, he says, all of mine is thine. But understand, I have everything. I don't just have the pretty things and the good things. I have all the things because all the things is mine. You see, we don't understand that all the things are his. The ugly, the good, the bad, the indifference, everything. And so whatever you want is yours. You want the evil things, the bad things, the ugly things, the insecure things, is yours too. It's yours. I am no respecter of person. It's yours. I build and I destroy. It's whatever you want. You want to destroy, it's yours. Right? You want to destroy, it's yours. You want to build, it's yours. You want the lumber and the blocks, it's yours. You want the scissors and the knife, it's yours. It is all yours. And so all of mine is thine. It depends on what you become aware of yourself. And so when I say I am healthy, that means I'm bringing God into my health. I am. And I have to believe that it happened. I have to believe it. I have to listen. I have to close my eyes to the signs because signs. See, an evil generation looks for signs before they can believe. I don't want to look for signs. I have to believe now. Right? I have to believe now. I have to get it now. I can't wait until I see this change or to believe. See, if I wait to see the change before I believe, what am I operating in? I'm only operating in physicality, not on faith. And without faith, it's impossible to please God. It is. You can't please. Does that make sense? Very simple. Oh, good reminders, but it's the true alignment of what you do with. Indeed, facts. Indeed, facts. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. So I am is what I use. I don't use anything else. I don't ask for things. I beg for things. For what you begging for? Align yourself with it. People be begging and crying and begging, and I keep asking, but he's not giving it to me. He's not giving what to you? Do you believe it's already yours? Then act like it. Behave like it. Go about your life like it. Yeah. Go about your life. Live your life like it's already true. You have to choose one reality. You know, when you choose a reality, it means your words, your actions, your behaviors, your thoughts are aligned to that reality. But if you, and you know, you can't fake it either. You can't fake it. You can't fake it. It can't be faked. And let me tell you how many of us try to fake this reality. Again, you shall know them by their fruits, but you shall know you by your fruits too. You shall know you by your fruits too. Right? You got to know you by your fruits. Look at your fruits. You are trying to figure him out or her by their fruits. Look at your fruits. I'm given to you so you don't act you. I'm telling you. Right. And so you should know them by their fruits. Look at your fruits. Your fruits, if your fruits ain't coming in, it's because you don't really believe what you think that you believe. I look at my fruits. I taste my fruits all the time. When I bite into them things, I love the taste. I love the reality of my fruits. You gotta look at your fruits, right? And when you look at your fruits, you know which reality that you are in, which belief system that you are in. Listen, if I show people that I am so faithful and believe in this nonsense that I speak, this crap that I be speaking, right? You can't lie to yourself. You know, I'm telling you all this is my life, and I'm speaking all these good things. But when you look at my life, I'm making excuses for why I don't have it. It doesn't make sense. What you think about the blind devotees? Because they are far from the common sense. You know, the blind devotees. That's somebody who look at somebody else, right? Are you talking about like somebody who's a follower of someone, and they don't really realize that they are following somebody, but they're not following the truth, but they're just following the person itself? Are you talking about those people you're talking about? Those blind devotees that following somebody and whatever somebody say? Is that what you mean? Thank you, Marsha. I try. Yeah, there are some people who do that. I think my way and your way is two different ways. But I think you should get to know your way, because what you consider God tells you is not what He tells me, right? I think, and because the idea and concept of, I don't want to get into this conversation because I think I'm gonna piss some people off. So let me not get into that one. Not today. Not not in this one, because I think I, I think listen. I might piss somebody off, okay? So let me not let me let me not cross that line, because I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be pissed off. I mean, I don't want you all to be pissed off at me, because I don't want the energy to change. And I know I can't control the energy, but if I can help, you know, I don't want it to shift, because there are some things that when yeah, you know, unless you indeed Peaches, indeed, yeah, but so that's a different conversation right there. We're gonna talk about it a different time. Cause we, you know, we we be hearing some things out there, man, and you're like, what? The things that I say, it doesn't really depend. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or Muslim or Buddhist, or it doesn't matter what it is. It's really universal. Energy, peace, happiness, joy, reason life. Well, thank you, Chesney. I appreciate that. The group of people who follow a single person who claims that they do this for God, and you have, yeah, that's the, you know, when you hear, you know, I've learned when you hear somebody say God say or God tell me to tell you, I automatically close, I turn it off. God said, I turn it off. I don't care who you are. Because every war has started in this country, and all in this world. Every war was started from God said. Every situation that happened in this world, every is by God said. It always comes down to God said. And therefore, when people trying to give you readings, and somebody sent me a reading last night. Somebody said, hey, Hitler said God said. Hitler. And somebody sent me a message last night, and somebody said, hey, what is your such and such? Because God said, shut off. Automatically shut off. I don't want to hear what God said, right? If God gonna tell you, and so I don't believe in following a person, because a person could only, if you listen, and again, that comes to this right here. That comes to this understanding. Where something is, right? If I point to you where something is, if I say, hey, if you ask me, hey, where's Popeye's chicken? And I point to this, right? If I point in this direction, you can either look in two ways. You can look at my finger, or you can look in the direction. You can't look at both at the same time. Does that make sense? You can either look at my finger, or you can look at the location. If you go into the direction where I'm pointed, you have to find it. If you look at my finger, you will miss the direction. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense real quick. If you look at my finger, right? If I say it's over there, and you look at my finger, you can't see where you're going, because many of us are looking at the person. You can't see where you are going. You can see where the person is going. Does that make sense? Wherever the person is going is not where I'm going. But if I look in the direction, you can go in that direction, but you have to release the finger. You can't look at the finger no more. Lord have mercy. This is very simple. If you go to the direction, you can no longer see the finger. The finger is religion. The finger is the preacher. The finger is me, right? The finger is people like me. The finger is your parents. The finger is your teachers. The finger is the finger, but you can't follow me. You can only point to the finger. You can only follow in the direction. But when you walk to if I tell you Popeyes is over there, you still don't know what it is until you start walking there. When you begin to walk there, you ask again. When you begin to walk, after a while, you're gonna find it. You're gonna walk right into it. You might come close to it, then you might have to look over. Then you might have to come close. You might have to move again, right? And so it's always a tweaking. You're gonna be tweaking. And so I don't believe in following people. And even me being on this live and me coming in front of you guys, ACC, and I'm telling you, following somebody gets you in trouble because you don't know what people are doing. You don't understand where they are pointing you to, because there's always, listen. They could only point you into a basic direction. But until I see it from my indeed facts, and that goes to say you can lead the donkey. What did it say about that one? It said what you can lead. What did it say? You can lead the donkey to water. Is that what it say? But you can't make them drink it. You can't force him. Right, right. You really can't. Right. And so you understand. And so for me in my life, when I have friends, because my friends ask me questions, right? My family asks me questions. Hey, Miss Fabulous. My wife asks me questions. My family, my friends and Kirk. I don't I don't want to know what to tell you. I already told you already. You have to find it for yourself. I can't force you to find it. And so at first I used to feel myself being annoyed because, hey, why do you keep coming to me? I'm not the one that you should look at. Right? I'm not the one. I'm not the one. You have to find it for yourself. I can point you into a general direction, but you have to find it. Now, if you see me have that thing, you can see I've been there before. And so when I point it to you, I have to remove myself, because if I keep putting myself there, you won't find it. You will keep finding my finger. You will only find my finger. And if you keep finding my finger, you will never find the God that you're looking for. You will never find the water. And so when my wife asks me, hey, it's okay. You're gonna figure it out for yourself. Think, trust yourself. Because that's one thing I tell my wife, trust yourself. You gotta trust yourself. It's okay. Have you ever? This is something I realize in me, right? You could be like camel, right? A camel, donkey, horse. Have you ever been on a trip, whether by foot or by car, and something told you to go this way? Have you ever had that before? But then on the going that way, you spoke yourself out of it, right? You spoke yourself out of that and you turn around. And then when you turn around and you check, it was the wrong direction and you have to go back again because you don't trust yourself. I have learned what direction comes. What direction comes? Thank you, Peaches. What direction comes? My first instinct is usually true. And that's mostly because I'm not in my feelings. I'm not in no insecurities or no anger or no resentment. And so that's what I trust. And I go there. You empower people that way because you let them trust. Don't trust me because shit, I don't want to be trusted. Right? I don't want to be dependent on. I don't want to be called all the time. I don't want to be that one. I don't have that type of ego. I don't have the savior ego. I don't want to save you. Listen. If you don't want to be saved, I don't have no issue with that because I'm not with you because you saved or unsaved. Right? I'm not your friend because you save or unsaved. I'm your friend because I like you. And so I asked one day, I think my wife, asked me a question. I'm like, hey, listen, where you go from here is your business. I said, where you go from here is your business. After we die and go, where you go is your business. right? And so, if you want to take your path, take your part. We're good here. But where you go is I don't want to save you from it. I don't have no issue save. I don't want to save you like that because it's your life. Live your life. But I just want you to trust yourself. Just trust yourself. Don't trust me because I don't want to be bothered. Have you ever not want to be bothered? I mean, you all don't understand me, right? You all. I learned this when I was a soldier. When I was a soldier, I had 140 soldiers under me. 140 soldiers. I had two options. I could micromanage you and tell you what to do and how to do it, or I can tell you what to do and let you figure it out. You know which option I chose? You know which option I chose? I don't raise followers, I raise leaders. You know what option I chose? I chose to lead by telling you exactly what you should be doing and letting you figure it out. But how? You don't worry. You figure it out. My son. I do my son and my daughter the same way. Daddy, can I? Son, did you really try hard? Go ahead. Go ahead. You ain't got nowhere to be. Go ahead and figure it out. My son? Oh, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You figure it out. You ain't got nowhere to be. You 11 years old. You ain't got nowhere. You ain't got to go outside. You ain't got to go there. Figure it out because you're gonna figure it out. I had to figure it out. And when you getting frustrated and angry, that's on you because you realize that don't help you. Right? That don't help you. You can get angry, and one day you're gonna realize, well, my anger don't help me. My frustration don't help me. Me being upset don't help me. So let me remove it. Let me figure it out. Yeah, Miss, this shit don't help. And so when it's time to figure it out, my wife was tripping just a couple days ago because we're buying a house. We're buying a house now, and she's in the lead for buying this house because I'm not. I say I already bought two. I have two houses already. I said you buy this one. This is on you now. And my wife is first time buying a house by herself. I'm here. I'm right there. I remember the couple days passed, and Kirk, I don't understand, and this and this. I said, listen, baby girl, you're gonna be okay. But I don't understand why. I said because you are trying to understand before the journey finishes. You are trying to get it before you got it. Hey, Goddess Eve. I said you are trying to figure it out before you even start the journey. I said, what sense does that make? Well, how come you're not helping me? Because you don't need help. You are perfectly fine. Just relax. It's gonna come to you. And so she's this and she's that. I'm so annoyed. I said, you're annoyed because you think that it should be and go your way. It doesn't always go your way. You gotta figure this out. And so now she's figuring it out. I said, see how you're learning? You're gonna learn every step you go. Don't try to learn the entire journey before you start. Many of us, hey, Goddess Eve, many of us are trying to learn the entire journey before we make one step. And you are waiting to make that one step until you figure out the entire journey. And that's why you don't start. Oh, she's doing good now. Marsha, she's doing it. She's doing it. She figures it out. Now she's reading. Now she's researching. She's talking to the bank people, the loan people. She's doing it because she doesn't need me for it. But I don't want to enable her ignorance either. I don't want an ignorant wife. I don't want a disempowered wife. I really don't. I'm not one of the husbands who want my wife in the dark, who have to depend on me for everything. That's not what I want. Yeah, she's grown. I mean, yeah, it sounds bad to you, to some people, but don't listen to how I'm speaking it now. I'm speaking it in the way how, hey, no, I'm here to, hey, no. I don't think that's what it means. I think it means something else. Oh, no, hey, relax. Hey, don't forget, relax. Right? Thank you, Nancy. So I'm there to remind, hey, relax. Don't put your mind there yet. You're not there yet. Because she asked me a couple days ago, so Kirk, when we close, I said, we're not there yet. Indeed, crew, I ain't gonna let her fail. I said, we're not there yet. Don't jump there yet. Right? Right? I said, well, hey, we're not there yet. You go in 30 days or we're not, don't skip. Because when you're trying to skip, that's when you bring a whole bunch of anxiety, right? I said, we're not going there yet. I said, hey, relax. We're not going there yet. Think about today. What do you need to do today? Today will bring tomorrow. Tomorrow will bring the next day. Focus. I said, you saw me. I said, and this is what I told her. I said, Jasmine, you saw me buy two houses. You was right there. I said, did you see me stress any? She said, I don't think so. Right. I said, you never see me stress. You never see me questioning. Why are you questioning? You have everything you have all the credential met. Everything is already met. It's already done already. You already like the house. You love the house. You saw it. You touched it. You tasted it. It is yours already. Relax. Let it come to you. It's coming. You have to trust it. You can't just become, because every time you get anxious and scared, you push it just a little bit more away. You get to a little bit more farther away from you. You get to be a little bit more. You have to trust the process. But in the trusting the process is trust the present of where the process is right now. There, the loan people are gonna annoy you sometimes, right? The house is gonna look questionable. I said, but you already saw it already. Matter of fact, I even helped you see it. It's two of us touched on it. I already helped you see it. I'm right here. I ain't gonna let you fail. But relax. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. But everybody's annoying me. They're not annoying you. You're just annoyed. Because I think the realtor keep calling her yesterday. The realtor keep calling her yesterday. And I guess he was annoying her. I said, hey, the man is doing his job. Just relax. You gotta relax. But it's so annoying. Stop being annoyed. Because it doesn't help. It doesn't help. We gotta stop doing things that doesn't help us. We gotta stop doing things that doesn't help. If you're gonna do something, make it make sense. So, like I said, she's the first time buying a house, and I know she's gonna be proud when she do it. I know she's gonna be proud because she doesn't even need she don't need my banking. She doesn't need my help. She doesn't need nothing she don't need nothing from me because she could afford it. Her own income could actually take it. She don't need my income. She don't need my this. And so I'm making her do it do it. It's okay. You do it because you're buying the next one too. Go ahead. Come on now. You good? You got this. Because you're gonna teach your kids how to do it. I'm not gonna always be here. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna always be here. And so you know, I did it a couple times. I don't need to prove to you that I can do it. You saw me do it, but I know that you can do it too. Because it's not as hard. Because every time, everybody has their first time. It's just that it becomes uncomfortable. Everything that you do for the first time becomes uncomfortable. Everything. The program change. You have no control. You don't have memory of it. And so it's not familiar. And so when it's not familiar, you're ready to crash out. When something becomes unfamiliar, you're ready to suffer. You're ready to struggle. You're ready to become annoyed. And you're ready to be frustrated. I remember Crone used to always, Crone, you still here, Crone? You ready to just lose your damn mind for what? Just because you don't understand something. Ask, research, read. That's what I had to do. I remember when Crone used to tell me, Kirk, you get on my last nerve. On my last nerve. Thank you, Peaches. Crone used to always tell me, you get on my last nerve. I say, if you let me get on your last nerve, that you only have one nerve left. If you only have one nerve left and you let me get on it, you deserve. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna bite it. I'm gonna chew it up. I'm gonna tickle it. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna cut it with a scissors. I'm gonna burn the end. Cause you let me get on your last nerve. If you let me get on your last nerve, you deserve. That means for you had about billions of other nerves. Million. I don't know how much nerves we have, but you have billions of nerves, and you let me get. You only have one left, and you're gonna just put it outside of you. You're gonna just let it just walk, just drag behind you on the street, right? You got one last nerve, and you just wearing it on your sleeve. You are. Oh, I'm gonna pull it. You got one nerve left. Indeed, Nancy. You got one nerve left, and you gonna let me just step on it because you is behind you and you ain't tied it properly? Oh, I'm gonna shit, let me see your let me see your nerve. Come here. Come here. Oh, I'm gonna step on it too. You got one left. And so we have to learn to balance our to balance our nervous system. We have to learn to balance it. We have to learn. We have to learn that when the things that's, I think one of the things that I want to teach my wife is to, hey, listen, it's okay to be uncomfortable. I'm telling you, it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay. It's okay. Be uncomfortable. I remember when my wife came to me. It's story time. I remember when my wife came to me. Y'all know my wife is active duty, and she said, "Kirk, they told me I can be a drill sergeant, but I don't think I can." I said, "What do you mean you can't? What's wrong with you being a drill sergeant?" Because that's not how I talk. It's not how I am. A small little voice. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. I think I might. I don't know if I'll. Plus, it looks hard. I have to do all them things, and I was reading what you have to do when you're in the school, and I don't think I can do it. I said, "Girl, please." I said, "Boy, you would be a beast." Now, was I lying? Was I lying? Because I was a little questioning about it. All right, Nancy, you be easy. Was I lying? Maybe. She don't know this. I said, "Girl, listen. You are one of the strongest mentally person I know. If you put your look at your life, everything that you have accomplished, everything that you have started, you have accomplished it. You are that person. I said, you have that mentality. You have that life. That's who you are. That's just natural. For you, it's natural." And she's like, "You think so?" Yeah, yeah, girl. Yesterday, I watched my 7-year-old run a mile at track and field for the first time, a straight mile. And the whole time I run with her though, because she's in track and field now, right? She's in track and field. She's 7, and she's short. My daughter is like this short, this short, right? My daughter is this little short. She's short. She got short legs. I'm short, so I know she's short. She's gonna be short. So my daughter is like this short, right? Like I can fit my daughter in my hands, between my fingers, these fingers. And so yesterday on track and field, I went to a track and field practice, and all the kids are running. They had to run 1 mile, 4 laps around the track. I said, "Shoot, can she do this? Lord have mercy, boy. God damn, can she run this straight?" And they want to compete because the kids, about 50 kids on the track, right? About 50 kids on the track, and my daughter. So I began to run with her. But in the whole time, I'm like, "Baby girl, we got this. Baby girl, look at you. Damn." I said, "Girl, look at you. Look at you running this." And she's like, I said, "Hey, just relax your breathing. Just relax your breathing. Just run and relax. Just run and relax. Come on now. Let's do it." And she's like, "Okay." And my throat is now on fire because I began to scream. So, because in the military, we sing when we run. So I wanted to give a little motivation. I'm like, "Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah." And everybody looking at me now. But I don't care. That's their business. Look at me. All the parents looking at me. Go run with your damn kids. Your kids stopping, your kids walking, your kids laying, some of them kids laying on the track. Hey, get your little ass up. Right? Listen, you hear me? Some of them kids on this track, some of them kids stopping, going back to my daughter kept running. My daughter ran 1 mile in 9 minutes and 24 seconds. 7-year-old with the shortest legs. I was a baby girl. Look at you. She's like, "Daddy, I just run 1,600 meters. I did it, but I didn't stop not even once. That's how." I said, "Girl, because you got it in you. You got it, girl." And so when it comes to my wife and my family and my friends and my people, hey, girl, just look at you. No, I ain't gonna always do it. And so when my wife asked me, "You think I could be a drill sergeant?" Of course you can, girl. But she said, "But how about my voice?" I said, "Your voice is gonna adjust." I don't know. I didn't know if you would or not. I had no. I don't know. How would I know? Shit. But let me help you see it. Let me help you visualize it. Let me help you Let me help you put it in your vision. Because if we both can touch together and agree on something, you might believe it too. I don't understand, man. You all be having husbands and wife when you all don't touch with them. I said, "Hey, oh, I can see it right now." She said, "But my voice, though, my voice is so little and people laugh at me." I said, "Your voice will be perfect. A matter of fact, the way how you speak, you will only have to speak once because you're not going to be." I say, when I was a drill sergeant, I only spoke once because I wasn't loud. I didn't have to be rude and rambunctious. I only spoke once, and them soldiers never knew how serious you was. So by the time you spoke, my wife became, my wife went to the school and blew it out of the park. She went to the drill sergeant academy and she blew it out of the park. I was like, "God damn, she did better when I went." Seriously, I ain't even playing with you. When she became a drill sergeant, all joke aside, when she actually now put that hat on and she became a drill sergeant, she became the second month. Every drill sergeant reported to her. I said, damn. She became the beast. Her voice changed, her demeanor changed. I said, you see, just look at you. She's like, but I didn't know. Because when she talks to me, she comes back to the voice, right? When she talks to me, her voice comes back. I didn't even realize it. I didn't know. I said, yeah, I know. But look at you now. So now the next rank come. The next rank came. You think I could be a girl? What? Do I know? I don't know. I see it with you. Let's see it together. Do you want to see it? Yes. Okay, let's see it together. Because it's not my place to tell you what to want and what you should be doing. It's you tell me what you want. I'll help you get there. Let's see it. Let's come together and touch and see what you want. And that's how your relationship. That's how my stuff is run. I help you see what you want. Now, for me personally, I don't need help seeing, but if you help me, I'll love it. But I'm a seer, right? She bad. Yeah. Well, thank you, Crow. But yeah, so now in her career and in her life, and so for the house thing, I already see it. You already have it already. It's already yours anyways. Like, what are you afraid of? Like, what are you, what are you, like, hey, look at you. Like, girl, look at you. Have the credit, you have the money, you have the this, and you can keep, hey. But after a while, all right, now you take the lead. Don't ask me no question. Don't bother me. You got it. You just want to hear me talk, huh? And so my point to you on this whole thing is you point people to the direction, let them get there for themselves. For my right? I point you in the direction. If you want my assistance, you get there. You'll get there. But you just have to want it. When you want it, you will never stop. Because many of us, many times, your breakthrough should have been your next step, but you stopped before the breakthrough because you got tired or annoyed or frustrated. I ain't gonna ask twice. Somebody say, I ain't gonna ask for nothing twice because you don't want it. Because you have your shame and your ego. I don't ask for things twice. So then don't. It's your business. Don't ask for it twice. Who the hell cares? It's yours. But am I supposed to beg you to ask for it again? Sometimes I forget. We have all this ego in having things, and that's why we never have them. I don't ask for nothing twice. Okay, then don't ask for it twice. Don't. I'm just saying, don't ask for it. You see. If I need to, I will. Hell yeah. Better ask me more than once because the way. Hey, listen, Crow. The way how my mind works, I forget too. So if you think that you asking me and I didn't respond the first time, and you didn't ask me because and you think that it's because I don't care, no, my brain don't work the same as yours. Oh, thank you, Marv. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Then you never receive because we get too much ego. Wait, somebody asked me a question. So just to clarify, you want to allow her to make the independent decision in love, but you are still there with your support. Indeed, that's exactly what I'm doing. Because you okay, so that are you still here? If you ask, user CD7, I don't know if it's a male or female. It says, so you, just to clarify, and I love these type of questions, right? Hey Casey, how you doing? I love these questions because they're not testing questions, they are just questions for real. Just to clarify, you want her to allow her to make independent decisions in love, but still want her, you okay, good, but you just still have with your support. And when you thank you so much, Casey. When you have a relationship, when you have kids, when you have family, when you have friends, when you have whoever, they have their life, they have their own life, they have their desires. Because everybody should have their life and live it in a fulfilling way. It's not my job to come and change her. I didn't marry her to change her, right? I didn't marry her to not give her what she wants. I didn't marry her to take her off her path. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't marry her, or you don't become friends with someone. You don't marry them. You don't be with somebody to shift their. You know what I'm saying? Um, Give me 1 second, Corona. Let me answer the question soon. So I, we all gonna be on our last day on a deathbed, and you're gonna question: did I do the right thing? Did I do the things that I wanted to do? Hey, Stacia. Did I do all the things that I was supposed to? We all gonna be there sooner or later in life. We're gonna all end up in that place. And just because somebody is married, I don't think the answer should be, but I had a husband or a wife. No, hell no. It's what you want. I'm going to assist you in getting it. That's why the point of relationships are. It's not for me to, hey, you have a family, so you can't do this. Hell no. You do it. You do it. Now, if we're not in alignment, it's not my job to stop you from getting it. It's not my job to stop you. It's that we are not in alignment. So let me go my way. I don't want to change you, right? I don't want to change you. I love you enough to accept you right there. I don't want to affect your life because I don't know what your blessings are coming. I don't know what blessings are in store for you from the universe, from God, from I don't know. So I don't want to change you. So let me leave you as you are. But I can't be in alignment. If we can't be in alignment, it's okay. But if I can't be, let me walk away and leave you the same way I met you, or even better. Does that make sense? And so my job is for, as an individual grown woman, is for her to decide what she wants. And my ego, I realize my ego, I'm not offended. I'm not scared that she's gonna leave. And it's not because I know she's not gonna leave. It's because if she leaves, that's her choice. And so let me empower you to have you every single thing that you desire. Because I'm gonna do what I desire to. Because I have my entire life. I have a full functional choice in the matter. And so just because she's a woman, I've realized that woman is just the same as a man. There's no differences. It's just you have a vagina and I have a penis. You got titties and I got a chest. There is no difference. There's a manifestation of the physical part, but the spirit is the same. Ain't nothing different. An apple tree, an orange tree is a damn tree. Equally as important, right? And so I have learned as a wife, as a husband, my job is not to control. My job is not to. I don't listen. All that leading stuff that we talk. I don't buy into that stuff. All that extra stuff. Hey, what you need me for? I'll assist you in that way, right? I'll assist you. You know this as a man, as a man in a relationship, as a man with a family, you walk the back. You don't lead. I mean, yes, you tell, hey, we go in that direction, but the woman leads. The man stays in the back. Do you all know that? Do you all understand what I'm talking about? The man, yes, the man says, okay, this is the plan. The woman takes the plan and go with it. Believe it or not, the man stays in the back to make sure we got there safely. Because protection. Have you ever listen? Y'all don't understand this, right? Because we so egotistical. You want to control how it goes, how it flows. You want to control how it's supposed to be. The man stays in the back. You don't lead from the front because you have to look. Your kids are behind you. You have to look. You gotta keep constant eyes and constant structure and constant. But she leads. She's grown. You gotta trust a woman to lead. Does that make sense? Hey, Miss America, how are you doing? Does that make sense or not? And so I learned if you ever walking with your family in a mall or in a store, the man walks behind because them kids are gonna. If the man walk in front, the woman sometimes, she's the mother, but she doesn't. That structure is not her part. I mean, yes, if that's all you got, that's it is what it is. But that man brings, hey, walk straight. Hey, hands in your pocket, right? The man is in the back. She knows where we're going because we spoke about it. Hey, let's go here. She knows where we're going. She knows where we're going. Hey, we're going to that store up there. She can lead. She behind, right? The man is always on guard. That's the protection part. I protect from the back. The last one to go to bed, right? Because I make sure the doors are locked. We don't understand the power of the last one. The doors are unlocked. The doors are locked. I check, right? The family has food. I check. The cars are locked. The cars are maintenance. I checked. The cars are good on gas. I check because why? I'm the last one to check. That's what happens. If we don't understand this, man, it's sad. And so when a man operates on that level, the woman is no matter what job she has, no matter what her career is, no matter she's relaxed. She's an feminine. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Because she knows the man is going to check. The man is the last checker. The man got it. It's not about, you know, roles. I don't have, I mean, we don't have roles. There's no roles in marriage. If I come home first and I'm home, I cook. There's, what else she got to cook? Who says that's her? But again, I'm not a traditional man either. So, I'm not the traditional man. Crone, you asked, do I think some men, do I think some men, you asked a question. What did you ask me again? Um, Kirk, do you believe a lot of men are jealous of their woman's success? Not that they are jealous of their success. I think anybody, when you have somebody, friends or families, um, okay, first time you're hearing it, I think when you have somebody in your life and you brag about it and you keep talking about your stuff and your success and your this and your that, people get annoyed. And I think sometimes women begin to do that too. I don't think men are jealous of their, I know in my marriage in the military, I served 20 years, 20 years and 9 days. I served 21 years. And my wife is already, she's only at 15 years and she's already past where I retired from, right? She's already passed where I retired. She's now about to be the next rank that I never got to. You think I'm jealous? Hell no, because it's more money, right? She began to see her strength, right? The kids begin to see, my daughters begin to see that she can go far, right? And now she began to motivate my daughters to push them, my son, right? And so it doesn't matter. See, there is no jealousy because I have never heard my wife, I Mercedes, I have never heard my wife say, I don't need you. I don't need a man. I make this. I've never in 10 years, I have never, 11 years, I've never heard it. Never. So there's nothing to be insecure of, jealous of. None of them things happen, right? Because when I was that one who made, who was outranking her and all them stuff in the military, I never brought it up to her. Remember, I'm the high rank. I'm this, I'm that. There was nothing. And so she never felt belittled. She never felt anything. And so now she's the one who is in the military and she about to pass my last rank. She don't talk about it. She don't bring it up on Kirk, remember? So I'm about to pass you. And that stuff doesn't exist. Because what? Because why? I'm right in the back. Come on, let's go. What you for? Come on, let's go. See your own potential. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on now. Hey, we're not done yet. Come on, let's go. You got time. Come on, let's go. And so them conversations of who make more and who's doing more and who is this and who is that is irrelevant. It's useless conversations. Because why? Everything is ours. There's no you or me. There's us. Yet, yes, yet there is you and me. At the, two people at their best individually makes a great team. I'm just saying. Hey, Peaches, you be blessed. Thank you so much. You be blessed, Peaches. Have a blessed day. But yeah, man. So men jealous of their. It depends. It really depends. Sometimes a woman becomes just like a man. Seriously. Hey, Gracie B. Sometimes women become just like men. They become just like men. They become competitive. I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. Seriously, they become competitive. They begin to leave with money. I make this, and I make. How many women these days on social media do you hear come on social media saying, I make a lot of money. I have this money, and I have this job, and so my man got to be right. They start with what they make, how much they make, what jobs they have, and bam. No, I don't want that. That means if a man starts that way, that's very unattractive, ain't it? It's unattractive for a man. It's the same for a woman. It's not cute. And so when you hear a woman keep saying, "Hey, I make," no, you go ahead. And it's not about jealousy. It's about it's not worth it. A lot of women leave with it. Like seriously, for what? I was just talking about the men. I'm telling you. So we becoming just alike. And the men that you hate, you becoming just like. Do you all remember when I said, whatever you focus on, whether good or bad, you become just like it? I think those women focus on those men that they hated so much, they're becoming just like them. I think they focus on those men that they hate so much that they're leading with the same thing. They're becoming just like them because what you focus on is where you go towards. You hate that man so much. Again, you remember when I tell you, this lady told me, she said, Kirk, I begin to study narcissists. People who are narcissists, I began to study those people. I began to do researches. And I think I became a narcissist too. I said, yeah, that's a real thing. Because whatever you put in your mind, whatever you plant on a daily basis, you begin to harvest it and you begin to reap it. What you reap, you will sow. What you sow, you will reap. You begin to sow it. MJS, how you doing? You begin to sow it. You gotta be mindful of what you are putting in. What you put it in has to be your choice. If it's not your choice, but it's a result, it doesn't work. So just be mindful, man. Yeah, exactly, Chesney. So we have to learn, man. We have to learn. This has to be your choice. If it's not your choice, it becomes your suffering. Whatever is not your choice that you are doing becomes your suffering. It becomes your reason why you hate yourself. It becomes the reason why you can't grow. It becomes the reason why you're not peaceful. It becomes the reason why you suffer the most. So you got to be mindful of what you are doing. But I'm telling you, a lot of relationships, we dare to change each other because what you see is potential. Shit. And you want somebody to get to the, and when they don't get to their potential, I have outgrown him. I have outgrown her. Outgrown who? How can you outgrow somebody who's not growing at the same pace as you and who doesn't want what you want? That's like my wife saying, I outgrown you because I reach a level in my career higher than you have. But that wasn't what I was. That wasn't where I was trying to get to. So you can't outgrow me. It's impossible to outgrow me. You can't outgrow me even if you try. What you outgrow is a version of yourself that you were with me. That's what you outgrow. A version of yourself. A version of yourself. You can't outgrow me if you try, because we're two different beings. But now people, I outgrow him, I outgrow her. How? Nobody racing with you. And sometimes many of us are leaving people who support us. We're leaving people who support us for somebody who can stimulate us. You're leaving people who support your growth for somebody who can stimulate your damn ass and stimulate your vagina and stimulate your penis. You're leaving people who support you for stimulation. Think about it. You're leaving people who can support you for stimulation because you want to be stimulated. I want you to stimulate my vagina like this. How long do you stay out of alignment before you know it's time to go? That's not really a time. How long do you stay out of alignment? Sometimes when some things are not in alignment, sometimes it's the way how you think and feel. Sometimes it's not that you are not in alignment, you're just in your ego. You're just in judgment. It's not even sometimes the align. You can align to whatever you want to align to. It's just sometimes our ego takes over. Sometimes society takes over. Society gets to you. Society telling you what you should want and what you should don't want. Sometimes you're making more money than your husband or your boyfriend, and society put it in your mind that he should make more, and he should. And so when he's not, you think that something is wrong. There's nothing wrong sometimes. Sometimes there's nothing wrong. It's just your ego and your judgment and your way how you not accepting the other person. Society will f with you sometimes and tell you some lies that's not true. Gina, no, no, we're not meeting today because you had your practice to do. So you have another week to go, Gina. Right? You have some more practice to do because that was a big one. That was a big one. But yeah, man, sometimes you're not out of alignment. You're just in your ego and in your feelings. You're being hurt. But alignment, the energy that you want, alignment is not about a feeling as far as what we think it is. Alignment, I want to be healthy. Alignment is, can you be in the frequency of heal? Can you speak it? Can you think it? Can you see it? Can you experience it in your body? Can you emote healing? That's in alignment with healing, right? That's in alignment. Sometimes you can, but you just don't, you get distracted. Sometimes distraction is the reason why stuff don't work, because you're distracted from the alignment of it. You are able to align to it, but it's easier to just F it. You can be aligned with it, but one day you feel off. Feelings is what we feelings is what we use the most. Does that make sense? So how long should you be in off alignment? You know when you're off alignment, when your life is going chaotic, when your life is shifting in a way that you don't want, where your peace is, well, we don't really start with peace. Well, where your life, everything is just falling apart. That means you're out of alignment. That means sometimes the person that you are with, you're not supposed to be with, or you're not supposed to stay with. And instead of realizing that it's not failed, it's just it serves its purpose. If it serves its purpose, it's not a failed relationship. Many relationships don't, there is no, somebody asked me, when is the end of a relationship? There is no such thing as an end to a relationship. It continues for the rest of your life. There is no end to anything or to a relationship. The relationship just transfers. It doesn't end. Energy does not end. It just changes form. Okay. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You're very welcome. Until I left the person. I'm telling you, yeah. Hey, Miranda, you came when I was just leaving. Anyway, let me go work out in peace. I have to go work out. Let me go pump some iron, do some cardio, get my body back in the, get my body back into. Yeah, I don't feel like going to work out no more. I probably shouldn't even work out. I don't even feel like it. I might just do some cardio for 30 minutes. Um, but yeah, man. Hey, listen, it's good talking to you guys today. I talked too much. I didn't want to talk too much neither. I didn't want to talk this much. Thank you, Jasmine. I didn't want to talk. My thing was not to talk this much, to be honest. I was going to talk for like 10, 15 minutes and then get off of here. But I know I haven't been live in I haven't been live in like a while. I came yesterday for a short time and I get off. You all be blessed. Um, Amber, choose the reality that you want to be. I hope you guys remember the things I be saying. Because sometimes you don't remember. Thank you, Monique. God bless you too. Thank you, Jasmine. Y'all have a blessed day, all right? Y'all be blessed. Y'all be happy. Y'all be peaceful. Y'all be loved. Y'all ain't got no. Stop giving yourself options. Here's the thing that I'm going to leave you with. Stop giving yourself options. It's always fulfilling. Thank you. Thank you. Naomi, I was looking forward to you being in the Zoom last week. I sent you the link. You didn't get it? I sent you the link. Oh, hey, Nina's. You write it down? Thank you, Hakura. Thank you so much. Monique, that's a blessing to hear. Wait, what did I just say as my last thing? I leave with you. What did I say again? Yeah, see? You see how my memory happens? What did I say? What's the last thing I said? Thank you, Melissa. Melissa, thank you so much. Yes, no options. Stop giving yourself options. You know? Yeah, stop giving yourself options to feel this and to feel that. Just choose one reality and live there. And after a while, the other one dies, and this one lives. That's how, remember the Bible says you have to die to yourself. You have to be born again. That means you have to, one dies and one, you turn yourself to one. Never what, my brother? Never what? And why are you late anyways? Right? One has to die and one has to live. And the Bible says one has to die so one can live. It says, I have to die so you can live. You know what that means? Live all the time. Oh, do you know what I'm saying though? One has to die that one can live. Many of you want both of them to live at the same time. You want both of them to exist at the same time. Your misery, your relationship, and your freedom. Sometimes your terrible lifestyle. You want to keep your friends and your everything else, and you want to change a lot. You can't. Yeah. And so one, you have to be born again. That means you have to come fresh. You have to come fresh. You have to come fresh. And so don't give yourself options because based on your feelings. Choose. Have a choice. Stick with it. No matter how things look on the other side. Don't worry, it dies by itself. Because you remove your attention, your energy. You have to remove your energy. When you remove your energy, it dies. It dwindles. You have to pick. You have to pick. Because in the beginning, it will be a struggle. So choose your life. If it's wealth, choose wealth. Follow me. I mean, cast your net and follow me. Let everything, let every, Leave everything behind. You want wealth? Leave everything behind and follow wealth. You want health? Leave everything behind. The sick conversations, the sick thinking, the sick feeling, and follow me. Follow health. And it comes to you. You will find it. But you have to leave everything. You have to completely die to yourself and follow it. This is what we must understand. Thank you. I conquer my thoughts. I appreciate that. You all um, have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys later. All right.